we go. So, before we get into asking for a recap, something that was meant to have been mentioned last time during the last episode, but I forgot to mention it to the players, as I was actually so focused on trying to get Argo involved. And when all the players were introducing themselves, Soul's player, as his character, introduced himself by his full name as Lucian Stormcrow. At this point, Kitten's character as Saphira. I probably butchered that. Safrina, there we go.
Butchered it.
I butchered it bad. I just called you the name from Aragon, it's fine.
Sakira.
It's Safrina.
Yeah, I just called you the dragon from Aragon, it's fine. Dyslexic, it's a bitch. But her character would have immediately recognized Stormcrow, the name, as Lucian's last name. She would have immediately recognized this from her training as a Dragon Knight, as she would have recognized the name as Sir Stormcrow, being a legendary Dragon Knight. He was actually the first ever Dragon Knight of Terragon. And it was also said in the history of the Dragon Knights that dragon that fought alongside him was Bahamut. So Kitten's character does have this knowledge. No one else has this knowledge yet, so we're just going to kind of go on deafened for fuck's sake. Can't get the fucking... You just can't get the people today. You can't see it all, but Argo's deafened as I give the important information.
Right? Argo! Argo!
Seriously.
Do you want me to fucking ring him? Do you want me to actually ring him?
As I drop the information, I swear to God.
Oh, well, hold the phone. Watch this.
Everybody in my chat can see that he's deafened.
I'm gonna kill you as I drop the information.
The child has got perfect timing, I swear to fuck.
As I was saying, I'll give a quick another thing. So Kitten's character recognizes Stormcrow. Recognizes the name of Sir Stormcrow as a legendary Dragon Knight, the first ever Dragon Knight of Terragon, and he fought alongside Bahamut.
If he deafens again, I swear to God, Fluffy Paws, shove your hand so far up his arse, make a pummel in them!
Yes, as you can tell, we're all
Oh, she spit on that.
we're not trying to pick on Argo. He's really easy to annoy us. But yes, so Kitten's character has this information of Lucian's background, of his ancestry and stuff like that. None of the characters know yet. They were meant to find out, like, meeting each other. Like I say, it slipped my mind at the time because I was trying to get someone involved. The duties of a good DM: try and make sure all your players have enough spotlight with each other, and no one just kind of sits in the background. So, with that being said, that information is something I will correct. You've watched the episode on YouTube. We did put it in there for the players that did stick around, which was pretty much everyone apart from Argo and Adam. In the after show, when I kind of said, hey, this was meant to have been said. But yes. So that information, like I say, was going to go along with the fact of she kept it to herself for now, and if her character decides to just let it go in this information, tell people, that's her choice. Now, that has been a rather long introduction. I apologize. It got lengthened due to someone deafening.
Dick.
Now, I will say, we will continue the joke going because he will not have anything, and I fully expect him next episode, actually give a recap. Argo, can you give us a recap?
Lucid, can we get a recap?
Nope, Lucid can't give one.
She's not allowed. She's not allowed this week. She did it last week.
So, can we get a recap?
And apart from that, all of my notes disappeared from the retake of the notes that I did, plus the previous notes that I did. So I have no notes. So fuck you, Argo.
Because Sight has flipped up on her. But yes, so like I said, how we're doing like the inspiration thing, anyone's free to volunteer for a recap of last week.
Look at the camera. There's the fucking notes.
Hi notes.
Yeah.
I don't take you.
You better.
I'm about to say
do it this week.
I was about to say I fully expect you either next session or the session afterwards. One of them two sessions, you will be giving a flipping recap.
There's only so long this running joke can go on for, eh?
Considering, at the very bare minimal, the next 2 sessions are about fucking you!
Me!
But yes, anyone would like to give us a recap to kind of help the inspiration shed about Lucy's not allowed to give us a recap this time. Just to help the inspiration get...
Adam.
You volunteered Adam.
No one give a recap.
I tribute you, dick.
What? Well, I guess I'm not giving the
No,
recap
that-
because the dog is yelling at me to take her outside. Alright, chat, we'll be right back.
In and got to know some backstories of the new companions, being Lucid and Kitten's character and the dragon. Alphino went
dragon.
back and checked on the father after being found. I literally have a bullet point. I don't have a fucking story, okay? Leave me alone.
That's kind of what I do.
I mean, bullet points fine.
Hard heart with with no women, unfortunately. I'm only joking. Hart is into the house of his mentor after the battle with healers trying to heal. I forgot his name. Gerald.
Carol. Correct.
I can't even read my own fucking writing. Oh my side. And like big bad dragon, evil Bahamut is good dragon. I was like, seriously.
Jesus Christ.
There's a reason I write them digitally.
Yeah. It's a big bad dragon, it's evil, and Bahamut is a lovely dragon. It's a good. They've been fighting for centuries.
Trevor's gonna die from laughter. Keep it going.
There's a staff. Well, staff, also known as Sylvia's sister. And then we got to meet the hooded figures, went to the road, staff guided you into... I have no clue what the fuck did I write. Leilu.
Lilu.
Lilu.
Lilu's name of the dragon.
Who was lying down again? I forgot. Sylvie, also known as Savannah. So we got the introduction of the names of our 2 new companions.
3.
And
3.
shut up. Fine. So we get around everyone's backstories with the cloak man. We see Gerald coming into the. I missed a big lot. I don't care. Gerald comes into the inn.
Yes.
Hart gets a gift, and then there is some bolts with 3 coins and a lovely gem. The gem that was left with the Kitten's character and her cleavage.
That's where it ended up by the end of the episode, yes.
Yeah.
We gave it to a dragon first.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then our lovely Bartholomew heard soon they are awaking. And no, this was the fight training that
The ones who were training was me.
yourself
And Kitten.
and Kitten. And soon they are awaking, and soon they will be here. Bartholomew is blind. We find out Bartholomew is blind. His sister found a way to make him see again. I remember this shit.
So the point we are referring to is he was getting a message for the truth.
That's the one. I'm not good at this. I'm so sorry.
I'll quickly finish it up here. You did well enough. You get inspiration from.
I see my eyes. They are working nicely. Quote from the night fire from the man in the nightmares.
Yeah. So, like I say, as I'll quickly just finish it up for you. Don't worry. You get inspiration for the session. So
That was not inspirational. I will say that.
don't worry. It's the act of trying is all I care about. So yeah, Bartholomew got a message upon touching the orb, and it was like he believed it was connected to it. After which you all decide you need to go and spur around town, do various things. At this point, when Art went to the gift, then both Lucian and Kitten's character they bit of training, and you, as bigger and as Lucid's character, you shopping, and somehow Lucid made more money. Instead of spending it, she actually made it. And during this point, the two that were training end up meeting with the hooded man. He explained a few things. And point through them the gem, explaining like it contains a fire elemental. And at which point you all kind of gathered back up, discussed all the information you found about various things, finding out about the Tiamat's involved, finding out Harmut's a thing, and pretty much finding out about his gods. And you all decided you're going to set off for Genova because the cultists, as much as you want to chase them on a carriage, they're faster than you. It's faster to get, but it's going to be better to get to Genova, get supplies, maybe a carriage of your own, things like that. Take on this journey. So if you need to in the future, you can take a chase. And that was what you decided was the ultimate result. And you were going to set off in the morning, and you all went to bed for that night. And we finished it with Bartholomew getting another message and actually first time meeting and introduced to God of Truth. Following him, he has his sister. It's safe. Just wants something in return. What that is, don't know. But his eyes seem to be a form of power that has been revealed, was bestowed upon him by the God of Truth. Upon this, the God of Truth's cloak went enwrapped as Bartholomew waking up from his dream. That's where we ended. So,
you
continue.
forgot the kitten fell through the stairs as well.
Oh yes, Kitten fell through the stairs at the start. It was glorious.
It was extreme. No, I was not drunk. I was tired.
It's the middle of the night. The rest of us are sleeping.
Yeah, the rest of you were indeed. The rest of you are indeed sleeping while he is woken up from a nightmare, or vision, dream, meeting, whatever he wants to call it. We just go from there. Bartholomew, what are you doing after being?
Well, I'm not getting any sleep tonight. I would like to get dressed, pick up all my shit, head downstairs. Is there anyone else about?
Oh, I mean, at this point,
just
like,
empty bar?
Like, pretty much empty bar at this point, like, there's no one, not even, like, the barkeep.
Picking just gonna go sit at a table. And I'm going to take out the orb.
Okay.
And I would like to properly examine it now.
Oh,
Sure.
dear lord.
Give me an investigation check.
Does this while everyone's asleep. Nice.
Ooh, that's not great. That's a 13.
Let's see. So, upon, like, looking at it, there and look, and there's clearly, like, something magical about this. You don't feel like it's doing anything to you. You feel like... You can feel, like, the magic emanating from it. There is, like... Whatever this orb is, like, you're not 100% sure, but you can tell it's holding some form of power.
Then after that, I would like to think back early in the day whenever my eyes had basically awakened.
Okay.
Think of that feeling and try and awaken them myself.
Okay. So, like, you close your eyes, you focus on it, right? And upon doing so, you open your eyes, feel a rush of concentration, like magical energy inside yourself. Hit specifically your left eye. And at that moment, just in your left eye, you get blinded immediately from the magical aura this orb is giving off.
Can I try to see what type of magic it is? Whether it's, abjuration for protection and sealing, or evocation for destruction, or...
I mean, that's just part of built-in detect magic, isn't it? Don't you have to... Yeah, so you can tell, like, when you look at it, you're squinting, just trying to, like, look and focus at it, and can tell it's sealing type of magic.
Wow, your detect magic and eyes is better than my detect magic in general.
Yep. Fuck you, bitch.
Well, your detect magic, it's the exact same thing as yours, just you never asked what type of magic anything is.
I did one time. I didn't roll high enough.
You did it without having detect magic on. You asked.
Good one. Ah well. Sure.
Right. Well, then after that, I'm going to put the orb back away. And I am just going to sit alone all night with my thoughts. Effectively meditating, but...
So, one of the things, like, after like a while, after 10 minutes pass, you feel like the aura dissipate from your eye. Like, feel the effects of one. Feel slightly drained from it. What you can get the feeling of from this is you can probably do this maybe twice a day.
Yeah.
So, with that, your magical item, I will properly upgrade it later. Your eyes, you can now use detect magic twice per long rest.
Great.
So you're just staying downstairs the rest of the night?
Yep.
So we'll pretty much cut to morning then.
Early morning, Lucian wakes up.
Okay.
Heads downstairs and sees Bartholomew at the table. Oh, good morning.
Oh, it's a morning already?
Pretty much. You've been here all night?
Yeah, I had a bad drink.
Ah, shucks. Well, you wanna play some chess or something?
Sure.
I pull my dragon chess set, put it on the table, and we set up the
Round
pieces.
2 of the fire in the chest.
Okay. So, what in that case, since you're gonna have like the game, I'll have you both roll a d20.
Yep. Just straight D20?
Straight d20. There is probably a thing where you can get proficiency with the dragon chest here. I'll have to look into that.
17.
4.
Okay. So, Lucian, from like his experience before, like of playing chess against big ass, starts like getting the upper hand, pieces here and there. And you can see yourself like you're on the back foot slightly, but you're definitely not out. Now, I would like you both to roll d20s again. However, with your investigative nature, Bartholomew, like you can instantly see patterns and things like that. I want you to roll yours with advantage.
Okay.
And I'm just rolling flat.
You're just rolling flat.
Roll with advantage.
It's another 17.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. All the good rolls are on a
Didn't even
chess
roll with
game.
advantage. Why did I roll with advantage? Alright, roll again. Wow, I am rolling really shit.
Okay, so
I'm
like
just distracted.
yeah, so like you're thinking about this what happened last night. It's like you're trying to focus on beating him. You're like, you can see a path and you go to do it, and like one like as you get like a little bit going, and then at which point afterwards like you feel like you just like, hey, I'm gonna win here. You fall into one of his traps type thing he's laid for you. Like he's took your piece, like and like it's gonna be tough to come back now. So now both of you go ahead and roll with straight D. No advantage on Bartholomew.
14.
I apparently rolled a 2.
Apparently, so Dragon Chess, someone just outright wins these, apparently.
So while they're playing Dragon Chest, I'm going to be waking up as well to
Okay.
take Lilo outside.
Yeah. Just let you know, Lucian, this game, upon like doing your last few moves, watch Kitten, Lilu, stairs.
Good morning.
Morning.
Lilo is not on this screen. I am so sorry. But yeah, I as I'm walking down the stairs, I'm just gonna look over. Chess? This early in the morning?
A little more fresh than usual today.
Hi, you be you. Come on, Lilo. As I kind of walk outside to let her go do her business.
Here's a question I'd like to ask the DM right now.
Okay.
With Bartholomew's love of tea and coffee and all things with caffeine, how many cups are around me right now?
I mean, the process is trying to keep yourself awake. I mean, the thing is, even though you walk in the middle of the night, that's something we discovered about before. But a long rest entails you would have still got a long rest as normal. But I mean, Bartholomew, as much as you like your tea and everything, you're also a very a particular person. You're very tidy from just being Inquisitor and everything. There's actually only one cup. However, what no one else knows about this one cup is you've filled it about 20 times. You've had a good 20.
There used to be a pattern on the inside. There isn't anymore.
Yeah,
that many times.
Throughout the night, you've used this cup for a good 20 refill type thing. You just kept going back, used the one cup. At this point, I'm guessing other people are going to be starting to wake up.
Yeah, why not?
Harry snuck out to the bathroom taking a wicked shit.
Are you smoking?
While taking a shit, maybe.
Oh, dear me.
So at this point, we'll start seeing everyone else start coming down the stairs and stuff.
I'm waiting for the potato to say something.
Something.
Argo, RP a little.
Yes, I did.
I'm still asleep, so I don't know what Jason's are doing.
I'm saying everyone's starting to wake up and come downstairs now.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
He says to himself in a room.
Yes. I'm not a morning person, alright?
Whatever you do, don't use the outhouse for another half an hour. Let it breathe.
God damn it.
Guess the dwarf's been out there again.
Can me.
I think I'm going to walk in with a few plucks of the loot and be like, hello, is it me you're looking for?
No.
Damn!
I decided to walk over to the fucking horny fox and just punch him in the gut. Just for that.
Oh!
Are you punching just to wind him, or are you actually hoping to leave a bruise?
To wind him.
Okay, so we'll say because this would probably be unexpected. Go ahead and just roll me damage on the unarmed strike.
At this point, I'm going to walk back in from taking Lilu out.
So you said to wind, right?
Yeah, the wind.
Yeah, so because that's a max damage, remember. So yeah, when he punches you in the gut, you're immediately just winded, but not only you're winded in such a state you're when your body just immediately crawls up into it. That's you right now. You are pretty much hugging his fist in your belly.
Shut up! It's too early in the morning for this.
Well, the bard's already been punched in the gut, so... Ugh.
Punch.
Lilu.
Oh.
I'm just gonna look at Lilu. Lilu, go wake up your sister.
With that, the Lilu runs up the stairs, slowly opens the door into Lucy's.
I proceed to find something to eat for breakfast.
Is the barkeep around?
As the bar keeps up, he's been topping up Bartholomew's tea.
He's also looking very scared behind the bar.
The bar keeps going used to you all.
She's used to the dragon.
Nathan, would you mind making some breakfast for all of us? Some bacon, some egg. Eggs. Potentially get some meat for the dwarf. A bit of smoked meat as well, potentially.
I'm waiting for Seth to come down. She made a brilliant breakfast the night before. I'm waiting for that.
With that, you kind of like. With that, you kind of watch Nathan like grab under the bar slightly. Batfall you was aware of this, and his plates. He's already been waiting for you. He's already got meals prepared, knowing this was coming.
Ah, fantastic! Thank you. I'll go over to the table and see to myself.
Fantastic. Great. Lucian just walks up, grabs a plate, and walks back down to the table where Bartholomew is sitting.
I'm just gonna walk up, grab a plate. Can I get a tankard of ale, too?
Certainly, sure. He sits there, grabs one side, starts pouring.
I'm going to crawl over.
Yeah.
Sort of prop myself up and be like,
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna grab my seat at the bar and start eating and chugging down my ale.
At this point, Lucid, like, Lilu's waking you up. Getting ready to come down the stairs.
Sylvie comes walking down holding a pillow to her, like literally like cuddling the pillow to her chest. Walks over to Small R, gives him a kiss on the cheek, and asks him what he wants for breakfast.
Everything.
oh god.
If you can season the table, I'll even eat that too.
Please don't. I don't think the toilet can take anymore.
I'm gonna push it to its limits.
At this point, Sylvie's like, okay, and then heads back towards the kitchen, waving at Nathan slightly, and then starts...
Nathan immediately, as you're coming up close to him, you watch one hand go underneath the bar, knowing immediately what's coming. He's just accepting his fate, like, as if, and he whips out a small apron and holds it behind him as you walk past.
I'm gonna tap the bar stool next to me for Lilu to come jump up next to me. And I'm going to feed her a couple pieces of my bacon.
Eats them quite happily. Now, quick question. When you went to sleep for the night, where did the jewel go?
The jewel went wrapped up in a cloth in my bag, because I'm not stupid.
Fair enough.
She kept it in there and then jumped face first into her bed.
Yeah.
Fire elemental.
It's just like, go away, do something else, I want to sleep.
It's like, ooh, it's nice and toasty here today.
Yeah, no, so...
Throughout the night, she cracked the crystal just for a bit of heat.
So, my bag is sitting next to me, and Lilu is on the other bar stool, and it is in one of the side pockets, wrapped up in a cloth.
Okay. Yep, eat the bacon quite happily.
I shout over to Nathan. Nathan, can you throw me over a pot of coffee, please?
Certainly, get on that. Sits there, starts, like, see him, like, pick up, like, a metal kettle type thing, and starts, like, putting herbs and things.
Perfect, thank you.
Goes into the kitchen in the back. Goes for, be ready in just a moment, it's brewing!
No problem.
Can I get a full plate of bacon over here for my dragon? She seems to like bacon.
Already kind of, like, anticipated that. There's already, like, a plate of, like, different meats, like, stacked higher than anything else. And he just points at it and just goes, that's for her.
I'm just gonna walk over and grab it, and I'm just gonna whisper to Lilu, go give him a kiss.
Runs over, like, really goes up on it, sits there, like, puts a, like, as, like, a front, like, you call them paws or dragon claws?
No, they're just feet.
Yeah,
They're just
feet.
little feet.
Front feet are, like, up on the bar, and just this tongue that's, like, he's like, no, still, no, don't want that, no, no.
Nathan, calm down. It's only a friendly dragon.
Nathan, I do have a question. Why aren't you okay with a dragon, but you're completely okay with a werewolf?
What do you mean a werewolf?
I'm not gonna find out who it is.
He doesn't know that.
Look, first of all, right? I've gotten used to the dragon. I just don't like being licked in the face. I don't like it from dogs. I just don't like being licked in the face. And as to the second point, who the fuck's the werewolf? No one told me there was a werewolf staying in my establishment.
I walk over to Bartholomew and slap him across the back of the head.
Well,
Call
now
him a
he knows
dick,
who the werewolf is.
and then go and finish my rest of my breath.
I think Smaller should roll for bludgeoning.
Sylvie walks back out with a mound of food on a single plate for Small R, and a small bowl of berries for herself. Sits the plate in front of him and then sits down next to him quietly and just starts eating her berries. She's quieter than usual today.
If he's not okay with a werewolf, we probably shouldn't tell him about the vampire.
How many weird things are staying in my establishment?
More than you want to know.
I don't know.
It's like,
Wait, who's the vampire?
That was a joke.
I haven't noticed about the stairs.
I'm just gonna kind of be like, what do you call it? They're my friends. What do you expect?
Where the fuck did you meet them?
About.
I mean, if you think about
A
it,
witch's house.
Witch's hut.
What the fuck were you doing involved with witches?
Whenever a mummy and a daddy like each other very, very much, they make accidents. Those accidents go to an academy, and that's where we met the witch. Now, can I get ketchup for this food, please? It's lovely, thank you very much, staff.
No,
Still
it's
asleep.
Sylvie.
Real quick, RP amongst yourselves, my mum's phoning.
I'm sorry, my dear. I'm still very asleep and I'm very half unconscious from that wicked shite.
I'm just going to notice Sylvie being quiet, and you're just gonna kind of see me like make sure Lilu is happily eating her plate of meat. I'm gonna walk over to Sylvie and kind of just do what I usually do when I feel something is off about her, and I'm just gonna wrap my arms around her and whisper in her ear, "Are you all right?"
So Sylvie's just gonna continue to sit there quietly and eat her berries. She had a bad dream, but apart from that, it's just a normal like bad dream thing. You would be able to know from the years that you spent with her, it's probably nightmares based off of her past. So she's just keeping more to herself to not bring down the mood of the group.
So, Bartholomew, you said you had a bad dream.
Yep.
What was it about?
Bad stuff.
Was I in it again?
Not some investigation there from an inquisitor.
No, but we're making a terrible dream.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Well, Sylvie, Sephrina is just gonna kind of nuzzle Sylvie and give her a kiss on the cheek and kind of pat her head and be like, everything's gonna be okay.
I'm just gonna kind of be lying beside my plate, feeding stuff in to my
Hey,
mouth.
how's your chest?
I'm just gonna continue lying there, like.
So will you play music again in the mornings?
The
Yes.
only chest action he's getting lately.
Well, it looks like, well, if you keep playing in the mornings, you're gonna get punched.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry, my mother wants to know what time I'm at the dentist on Monday. Okay, so as the morning goes on, everyone's pretty much finishing up their breakfasts. You all had a plan for today. Are we following through? Or?
Yes, we all voted yesterday to go to Rapture.
No, Genova.
Genova, and then
That was your vote. That was your vote. Sorry.
Are you okay?
The dwarf is not half cut. He is half hungover. There's a difference.
I'm just going to say, while you all get ready, I'm going to go and say goodbyes and stuff.
You go say your Cheerios. I take my another shit.
Before we really go on to talk about everything, though, Sylvie, would have eaten only about half of her berries before offering the rest to small R and in a small voice telling him that she's full.
Be like, if you're full, my dear, we will keep it with us, so just in case you're hungry on the way.
So now we're stealing his plates as well. Got it.
Yeah, nobody was smart enough to fucking get plates. I've nicked cutlery, I've nicked mugs, I've got about half a barrel of beer hidden away.
We're being staying here completely free.
This
Doesn't matter.
was.
That
It is a
too.
wooden bowl. What she's got her berries in is a wooden bowl that she had when she met all of you. So, meh.
Fair enough. Fair
No,
enough.
yeah, that bowl is hers. She has always kept it.
Still looking weary and precautious of the dragon myself.
So,
The,
That's it.
the dragon is just gonna come up to you and lick you. That's
So-
how she shows affection.
as you go to leave Heart, you spy already walking towards you. Geralt and Alphino already walking towards you. Geralt, like, with his crutch. They're walking up, like, you look at them and you know they were coming to see you, basically.
Fair play. I'm going to go out and just talk to them outside more than with everyone around.
Hey, look, it's Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I wonder if I have my arrow.
Ow.
Last time I seen somebody experiment
Heartless.
that much, it was fucking Hart with another man.
So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk outside, and once Lilu sees Geralt, she is going to kind of do the casual, like, puppy dog thing and go sit in front of him and just kind of look up and tilt the head tilt with the cute puppy eyes.
Does that Geralt look, and you watch him, like, holding onto his crutch, and he tries to, like, position himself to lean down while, like, holding on still, like, to go and give her a pet. Nature. Isn't she beautiful?
You know, it's fucking raining.
Guess you'll be getting ready to leave soon, the lot of you.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Figured we'd come and say our goodbyes now. Guess you're gonna be running into more trouble like what was in the woods.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past
We're
her.
well prepared for it, though.
Yeah, just not unique. No hard feelings, right?
No hard feelings at all.
Would-
That being said, I'm keeping that arrow. I need something of a memory of the time.
Disappointment on Bartholomew's face.
Now, Errol, before you go back out in those woods again, don't get caught by anything else. Use a condom.
Why don't you go back to digging?
Oh, hey Doug, where did you think to find you?
Didn't dig in the woods.
My inner monologue is like, fight, fight, fight.
How about you stop being a murder hobo for a second?
Seth is gonna throw her bag over her shoulder and kind of pat Geralt on the shoulder. Just stay safe, my friend.
My job is patrolling, keeping this village safe is long over. All I can do is cancel it now.
Well, they're in good hands.
Hopefully.
It'll
I
be up
kind of
to.
throw my...
Oh.
Huh? No, go for it.
It'll be up to Alphino now to lead the guard.
I kind of give them a look and go, okay. That's an interesting one.
I'm sure
bet.
it'll go all fine.
At this point, Lucian also walks over there, says, "Hi, Geralt. Hope you're doing better."
Get better every day. Yes, Lucid?
Throughout this entire exchange, Sylvie's still just standing quietly behind Small R, clutching the pillow still to her chest.
So she is stealing something, it's just the pillow.
I'm sure Nathan would have been, by this time, when she went to go walk out of it, she would have asked him to keep the pillow.
Oh, okay.
It's one pillow, and it's a thin pillow anyway.
As I throw my bag over my other shoulder, I pick up Lilu to make it easier for Geralt to give her pets, and she is going to lick him on the face with a big slobbery wet kiss.
You see, he doesn't move back; he just accepts it, type thing. And you see afterwards, he wipes a little bit away from his mouth, and he just big smile on his face, and he's just like, "Not everything in this world is mean harm. But you have to accept it as nature for what it is and the balance that it gives, as including creatures like this."
I'm gonna give her scratches under the chin like I normally would. She is one of the sweeter ones.
Before I let you
brought her up
all
as well as I could.
before I let you all leave, it's a quick as head up to your heart as son. Don't forget, if you're ever in trouble, listen to the forest. He's always got your back.
Always, and I walk over and hug him, sort of.
When you hug him, the rest of you that obviously see Geralt's face in the hug, see fighting back. This Geralt, this is Geralt. It's kids. Go on now, get going, otherwise you'll never leave this place.
Already left it once.
And look what happened, you came right back.
I sort of laugh and just keep walking.
Be safe, all of you.
Look after him.
Bye,
out there.
Geralt.
Don't be a dick, wrap your prick.
You just hear a good big bellow laugh from it. And as you're all walking out the village towards Genova, you see them in the distance waving, and walk on. Every now and then when you look back, the village is getting smaller and smaller. Just outside.
Well, as we were leaving, Sylvie would walk up and gently tug on Geralt's sleeve and pass him a picture that she drew of him and the rest of the party, and it would look almost as if a child had drawn it. You know, those stereotypical children's drawings. It's stick figures almost, but it's clear to tell that there's him and Hart and everybody else. Even a stick figure of Lilu the dragon, just out of paper and charcoal.
He
That
looks
he
at
found lying around in the bar.
he looks at it, smiles. It's beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful.
Argo, is there a reason you made an unarmed strike?
That
Yes.
was earlier.
When he went to go and win Trevor.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm on 19 HP.
No, I didn't deal you any
I
damage.
was about to say, I was just seeing how bad the winding. I asked for it to see how bad the winding would be.
Ah.
Yeah, so you're still
Okay.
full health. I just
Okay.
winded you.
If he was going to leave a bruise, then yes, it would have also done damage. But since he was only going for the winding, it was to see how bad he actually winded you.
Don't worry, can't wait for the next time. Make sure I'm going to be out the window playing fucking ballad.
Yeah. You're all, like I say, you're all walking away from the village. Is there anything in particular you're wanting to do on this travels? Anyone have a particular conversation with other characters on the journey? Or do you want us to skip to nighttime for watches and stuff?
Hart, would you like to play as a travel tune?
Why not?
Oh, damn it.
And I wake up, and I know I'm gonna be the man who goes up next to you.
Yeah, we'll go with that one since Big Hard decided to skip it in.
We'll say with the song and stuff, feeling a little motivated in your step, just leaving the village. You manage to go at a little bit quicker pace than you normally would. You get a little bit further than an average travel day.
Except Argo.
I absolutely hate you.
Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot.
Gets to the point where it's getting like late at night. Road's been pretty clear, pretty fine. Getting to the point where like you push on throughout the night, or maybe an idea to set up camp.
I would prefer to set up camp because I'm not gonna risk exhaustion.
Okay.
Sylvie's gonna tug on Small R's sleeve and tell him that her feet hurt and that she's tired.
All right.
Again,
Oh,
still
dear.
being quiet.
We will set up a camp for the night. I will go
Yes.
first watch.
Sounds good. I'll join you on the first watch.
Me and Lilu will take second watch.
Wake me up for second watch.
All right.
How
I
many
guess
watches
I'm
are
on
there?
third.
Hopefully Bartholomew catches up on a wee bit of sleep that he missed from the night before.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So. So you managed to gather up your supplies and stuff. Going to sleep. First watch. Go. Like, is there anything you want to do in your first watch? Any like interaction? Please.
How about we play another round of chess and see how much you've improved?
Sure thing. And I pull out the Dragon chess set and put up pieces.
God.
Here we go again.
Chess.
So okay, we know how this works. Go ahead, both roll me a d20.
That's a 9.
Warrior
15.
chess round 3.
So once again, like sitting there feeling a bit confident from his win against Bartholomew earlier. He's like, I've got this. I'm gonna beat you this time. And Lucien like goes in with confidence and immediately like Small Arse just like starts like instantly taking his pieces and he's just like you're looking at it like I'm getting a sense of deja vu. I've seen this before.
Shit. Lucius was like,
I'm in danger.
Go ahead, both roll me a d20.
16.
It's a 4.
Again! Like, what ends up happening, you're like,
Deja vu.
you sit there and think to yourself, just like, well, this worked, and there goes the cam positions.
No, sorry, my camera cord is being dumb.
Don't worry. You're sitting there, you look at the chessboard, and you're like, well, wait a moment. This worked against Bartholomew earlier. So you do some moves to not realize, you're not even like, at this point, you're so thinking about like how you won last time. You don't even realize that once again you're just walking into some more like, yeah, I'm just gonna take that piece. Why'd you put it there? Like you're not even paying attention to your opponent's moves at this point.
Is he having flashbacks of round 1?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Once again, roll me d20s. And what I'm gonna say for you, Sol, you roll me with disadvantage, please.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's already rolled a nat 20.
You'd have to roll double nat 20.
I know, right?
Just a second. 2. There we go.
Why is that a plus
10.
10?
No, it's
13
I
out of
rolled
10.
2. There's a 13
Oh, right.
out of 10.
13 out of 10.
Combined
Right?
result.
And what did you roll?
9.
A 9? So even with the disadvantage of 10, like, you start taking some pieces, you start like fighting back with what little bits you have left. And the board, like, the board state is starting to look pretty, like, empty at this point. Like, it's going to be, it's quite clear to the both of you, like, whoever gets the upper hand next is winner. You can't let anything finish. So for one final time, both roll a d20.
Oh, not 1.
Oh dear!
Nat 1!
You both rolled now ones.
I do believe this was a draw.
So what ends up happening is, like, for a brief moment, you both forget whose turn it is, and you think it's my turn. You both go reach for a piece, and then when you realize you're both reaching for a piece, you kind of like both back away, but at the same point knock some chess pieces off, like ruined the game state.
I honestly thought they were going to be so focused, a rabbit runs by and scares the shit out of both of them, and just knocks the whole thing over.
I was actually waiting for him to say, "You both have just your kings left."
I was waiting for him to say that it was a stalemate because they ran out of moves. Because once you get to a certain amount of pieces in a game of chess, you have 20 moves left. And if you don't take out the other person's pieces within those 20 moves, it's a stalemate. It's a draw.
It's not even just that. If the same move repeats itself for 20 moves, so you could have like knight and everything, but if you can get the king in a position of chess, like just check, and the king moves out of check, and you do something else to like try and put them back in check, and that's all that can happen is just check, like never advance to a checkmate, but it's the same move repeating. That 20 times in a row also results in a stalemate.
You still fight like a pure-hearted dragon, sabering around. But don't forget, like an old-age man like I am, like the age of a dino, you must learn your moves.
So,
Don't forget, a young man can learn, and an old dog can still learn new tricks. Good game, my friend. Good game.
So, with that, then your watch goes on uneventful. You wake up, Vargo, along with Lilu for their second watch.
Just do a final check round everybody, make sure everybody is okay, comfortability, and then before heading off to sleep.
Okay.
And passing the torch on.
I'm just gonna kind of wake up and go for one of the big stretches over the shoulder.
Like,
Side stretches. I'm gonna grab my sword, do a little flip of it, and throw it over my shoulder. And I'm going to do the stereotypical soldier march, back and forth, with Lilu pacing behind me, doing one step.
To be quite shocked that it's not
Can't hear you, Argo. Mike disconnected because you moved it. I seen his mouth moving though. He is trying.
Bloody spud.
Nope.
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 Harbor.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
As I was trying to say, I make myself over to the fire, sit down, keep myself warm. You enjoying yourself over there?
Very much so. I've always loved the night, so I'm kind of in my element.
Ah, good. You noticed anything strange in the night? So far,
Somebody dogging around the corner. But
I am going to do a slow pan around the entirety of my surroundings.
Roll me a perception.
Do. That is a 12.
Okay. You go around. Everything looks pretty clear. The only thing you can really see is just like the path you're walking, like you've been walking on, that you've kind of set yourself off to the side to, is like it's clear, and there's just like some trees outlining it. Well,
I'm going to kind of walk back towards Argo, so I'm not completely yelling, and I'm just going to be like, everything looks clear to me for now.
you can just sit and relax on it. Quiet night. Have you been to Genova?
No. I've never been to Genova before.
Oh, great. Well, I know I haven't spoken much, this might be the best time just to keep you informed for a little while. Keep her close. As I had to fight quite a bit back then before joining the others. And there's a guild, Thieves Guild actually, that I ended up protecting all of the other small civilians from being looted, from being kidnapped, and what have you. They nearly had me a few times. So they prey on the weak, and they'll see your friend quite weak, and they'll probably try to take her.
She is my sister. For a quick reminder for you. And two,
Up, so yes, little one.
two, she doesn't leave my sight. And if Lilu doesn't sense her near, Lilu's gonna freak out and draw my attention.
Good. Like I said, they will draw on the small. They find the small as prey. And I don't know if I can hold them off as well as what I did. I'm hoping that I can. But let's just hope that we don't run into anybody that recognizes me.
I should get your kneecap stolen, son.
Walking up a Shanker Road?
Don't worry, between me and Lilu, the chances of anything happening to Sylvie is very little.
Fantastic. Hopefully, by the time we get there, it'll be still morning. Hopefully, there are some market stalls there that offer some decent weapons, some decent armor. It's not the best, but there is an armor smith. I'm hoping still is there to be able to repair whatever's needed.
My sword could go for a sharpen.
Mine too.
Slashing through those scales on whatever those creatures were.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Kind of doled it out a bit. Not only that, my spar with Lucian didn't help much at all.
I heard the clanging of the sword. He held his own, but unfortunately, you were stopped.
It's all in the face of experience.
Yes, indeed. So essentially, me and you're just sitting talking throughout the night until the morning.
Yeah. Essentially, that's what we're going to be doing.
So, I'll watch and what's happened. What did you? Yes.
According to the roll that I did, because I wanted to see. Okay, so D4. Odd, I was going to end up waking up from a nightmare. Even, I was going to sleep soundly through the night.
Okay.
I rolled a 3. So Sylvie's going to wake up in a fright from yet another nightmare, with silent tears just rushing down her face. She's going to look around and she's going to see that Seth and Argo are talking by the fire, and she's going to get up quietly and move over to curl up next to small R, still clutching the pillow to her chest as she cries quietly. That's basically all that's going to happen.
One eye peeks open, looks down, and then goes back to sleep.
Are you not even going to give her a cuddle? My God.
The child's already trying to come up for a cuddle. There's not much more else I can do. If I move in any disturbance, I'm going to get "I'm sorry" in the fucking ear. So I just do any other adult parental thing is to do is just go, okay, then back to sleep.
Lila notices it and curls up next to you, doing her little support thing that she always does when you're upset. Lila notices right off the bat.
I just think to myself, shit, there's a dragon.
Dwarves and dragons don't get on well.
So a dwarf, an elf, and a dragon are in a tent.
Oh, it's so bad.
So that's the start of a joke right there.
This is not fucking Game of Thrones.
Remind you, Lucian's sleeping right next to him since they're friends. They've been traveling together from the beginning.
All right, so I'll rephrase the start of the joke. There's a human, a dwarf, an elf, and a dragon in a tent.
I there's got to be something in this,
The
like,
little one says, roll over, roll over.
So
I
yeah,
decided to see if there would be a lovely insult that would work out for this joke, and it just came up. I'm not sure prestidigitation is powerful enough to clean you up.
so the rest of that night goes uneventful. You all start waking up. As Lucian, like when you wake up, you kind of like look over your friend type thing sleeping next to you, and you see a small elf and a dragon curled up.
Let's just hope the dwarf doesn't fart.
Oh, that will happen. When you least expect it.
That tent might not exist.
I just sit there and look and think to myself, is this really how I pictured my life turning out?
Lucian just quietly gets out the tent, leaves them in there to sleep, and just sits out by the fire.
Is Begar still sleeping?
Yes.
It's morning, guys. Let's go.
Good morning,
wakey.
Argo.
Now I wake up, I stretch, I fart, everyone leaves the tent. Gone.
Everybody who is outside by the fire or the burnt out fire, whatever, literally just sees Lilu running like something scared the fuck out of her as she is trying to gain traction. And she literally bolts for me and hides behind me.
What's up with the dragon? Lilu!
I walk out, I stretch my arms out and go, what smells worse than a dead goblin? The tent.
And that's why I always get up before the dwarf.
Yeah.
That is right. I do. Hey Lucian, do you mind if we chat for a moment?
Sure, what's up?
What did you say your last name was?
Find the most far-away bird to take a
Stormcrow. The name's Lucian Stormcrow.
I knew I recognized that. Do you know anything about any of your ancestors at all?
Well, my father's always told me stories of ancient heroes, but that's pretty much it. He's not talked much about our family.
Have you ever heard the name Sir Stormcrow?
My dad sort of named him in stories when I was little. I just thought he was being nice to me because of my last name.
You might want to sit down.
Okay. Lucian just sits down, plops down.
I kind of sit on a log facing him. You do know that Sir Stormcrow was one of the first Draconites.
Saying what? You see Lucian being like stunned because of this being said. It's just like the first Dragonite. You're telling me my ancestor was one of the first Dragonites around?
Not just one of the first, but he also fought beside Bahamut himself.
My ancestor fought alongside a dragon god.
Yes.
And I've
read it
never
in
known about this.
I read it in so many books that I completely spaced out when you told me what your name was. And now it all fits. You are a Draconite.
You just see Lucian just goes quiet, just starts thinking to himself, just blurts out, I've got a serious word to talk with my dad.
Upon thinking about this and like what this information could mean and resolving in your own mind, wanting to find more out about this, you feel, once again, the necklace. Second goes by, you look down. It then just stops.
Sweet, that's been happening more often lately. I don't know what's up with this necklace of mine. I just know what you told me, that's the symbol of Bahamut. Well, I don't even know why it's doing this.
Performance issues. 1 in 4.
Would I know that there's only one of those necklaces out there?
Would know from the tales that there is only meant to be one necklace of Bahamut. The books or the stories that were told never quite described it. And you will know that it was given, this necklace was given to Sir Stormcrow. And it was fashioned by Bahamut himself.
Do you mind if I see your pendant again?
Sure, Lucian just takes it out and puts it in his hand, so you can get a closer look.
I'm going to grab it as if I was grabbing a ring. In one of the books I used to read, the tales of Sir Stormcrow himself. This is the only necklace of its kind. It was fashioned by Bahamut himself and given to Sir Stormcrow as a gift.
Yeah, I remember my dad telling me a story about an old guy getting a necklace from a dragon. Never knew it was this one.
It was this one. It has to be.
I have serious work to talk with my father about.
I'm going to kind of, because Lila was sitting next to me, I'm going to kind of lean it down and let her sniff it.
You let her sniff it. And once again, for the telepathic link, you hear from Lilu as a whisper the word father again. But as you hear it, feel the faint, because of your connection to Lilu, feel another presence suddenly enter this connection. And all you hear at that point, like straight after hearing the word father and feeling this presence enter, is just daughter.
Did anyone hear that?
Yes.
Did
spiciness
anybody else
started.
hear that?
Oh,
No.
only you would hear that in your head.
Lilu,
Yes.
I kind of just pop up, like pat my lap to have her come up in my lap, and I kind of just look at her.
You look at her and you see, once again, yeah.
Lilu, what? I don't even know how to word this. Lilu, what was that your dad? Was that your father that passed in the link as well?
Here in your head, yes.
Lucian just sits there curious as to what's going on.
At this point,
happening?
Lilu, like, you feel the presence again, but this time you only feel the presence of it. And this time, you can tell, because of your connection to Lilu, you can tell the presence this time is speaking in Lilu's head and outside of your talk. And Lilu just out loud in Draconic. And at this point, Lucian understands every word that gets said. That was father. That was Bahamut.
You made it. That dragon just say Bahamut.
Yes. Yes, you did, as I kind of just hand the pendant back over to Lucian.
Lucian grabs and just puts it around his neck again, just tucks it away once again.
So, I guess Lilu is a direct descendant of Bahamut.
Made.
At this point, you just see her in like complete shock. My dragon is a kin of a god.
Lucian also just
descended with
shocked. Shocked is just also just sitting there, like takes his hand up to his face, just like. I really need to talk to my family about this.
What are you trying to say, Argo?
As they're ending their conversation, I walk back, seeing their faces in shock. What the fuck did I just miss?
So,
Everything, my dear friend. Everything.
I heard Bahamut.
What?
I heard Bahamut.
As in deity, Bahamut.
As in deity, Bahamut.
I'm not the only one talking to gods.
And
I heard the dragon speak.
You heard dragon talk?
Yes.
Well, Dr. Do fuck off, I only became Dr. Little.
so, from what I just heard, Lilu is a direct kin of Bahamut.
Well, shit.
Well, all this is being said, me and Sylvia are just sitting at the corner going, damn, eating spicy nuts.
Yeah, I did see your hand up. What were you trying to say? I did see him.
I was gonna mention that Small R is making spicy Snickers.
But, yeah, so, Lilu is a descendant of a god. A direct descendant of a god.
Other than that, I'm apparently direct descendant of a dragon knight who worked alongside said god.
That explains your swordsman skills.
Well, if we're comparing, the other night, my bad dream, I had a conversation with a god.
Everybody's speaking the gods these days. Jesus Christ.
Says the paladin.
It's expected.
Everyone but the paladin.
Everybody but the paladin.
It's expected of the paladin.
Sylvie's not speaking to any gods, and she kind of feels left out now.
Oh, neither am I. I'm just sitting eating spicy nuts, making Snickers out of them.
In pure Draconic, I'm going to look at Lilu and I'm going to, hug her and basically speak to her. You will see him one day. I am sure of it.
She, upon hearing that, you feel her head try to tilt, turn slightly. Pull back, still hugging. Let's see where her head's going. Watch her head turn towards Saul once again, staring directly where the necklace is. And you just hear in your head, I know I will.
Damn.
I just wipe the tear from her eye and just continue holding her.
During all of this conversation, where the fuck is Hart?
Hart is just lying in the corner going, tell me when we're leaving.
Upon the conversation ending, Lucian stands up with a focus in his eye, with a focused face. Let's get going, and starts packing.
Okay.
I just,
While you're
I just
packing.
nod over the Sylvie and just go, Emotional damage.
At that point, Sylvie's gonna giggle and stand up and offer a handout to Small R, asking or basically offering to help him stand as well. Just because
We both get up and get ourselves all sorted for the adventure ahead of
And
us.
she's gonna bounce a little bit. Does that mean I get to go shopping again?
Maybe. If you're good,
Yay.
maybe.
She keeps earning money like she did last time. Will be sweet.
So yeah, you're still about a good, 4 days away from...
We've got a long travel ahead of us as I finish packing up my bedroll.
We've only been on the road one day, haven't we?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh damn.
We got a long trek.
Because Sylvie's obviously in somewhat of a better mood today, with the cuddles from Big R, or Small R, sorry, and Lailu. So she's just kind of arms out, airplane mode, running around in circles of the party as we're walking.
I'm a dragon.
Pretty much.
Lucian's just sort of staring off.
Fuck it, Lailu
Thinking
has her
about the
wings spread
conversation.
running around with you.
They're running ahead of us, and
They're running
everybody's
around
kind of converging toward in the same direction. I start slowing behind and have a thought to myself from the previous days. We literally left the child to go to the woods to go forage with a potato, and came back with more money. I start to wonder, do we need to worry about the potato?
You never know. I might get planted soon.
Who knows? The child might sell the potato.
So... You... Going on your journey. You're sitting there walking, making your way, travel.
As we're continuing our journey, can I go up and talk to Hart?
Yeah.
So, you're somewhat knowledgeable of the arcane, correct?
Oh, of course. You have to be.
How? Why?
I mean, when you're a bard, most of your magic comes, you've learned to weave the arcane around your strings and your musical instruments and all that stuff.
Fair enough. Well, the other night I was examining the orb, and well, you should know already. It's got a lot of magical energy in it, right?
Ridiculously much.
Yeah. It's sealing magic. Anyway, and then I'm gonna walk off. And
I'm just gonna stop a minute. Wait, what? Just properly just stop walking altogether and just stand there wait a minute.
I need to go talk to Argo.
But wait!
Yes, do you need something?
Sealing magic?
Oh yeah, it is probably sealing something very powerful.
But the mark on the top!
What?
Yeah. And followers of Tiamat wanted it. Yeah, it's some spooky shit.
I'm assuming everyone has just realized that I've stopped and just shouted at all of you. What the fuck?
Well, when you shouted at him, yeah, everyone else would have stopped and just turned around what's going on?
What's going on, you horny fox?
Hart, what's happened?
Do we need to get the lead out again?
I think we do.
No, stop with the lead.
I think I broke
Give
Hart.
the man some space. He had emotional damage from his mentor.
That's alright.
Taking an arrow to the
The lead
knee.
is 6 feet long. He can social distance from us. It's fine.
Sylvie runs up behind Hart and jumps up on his back. And then pokes him in the cheek. You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay?
Almost. Did you just say that their orb is sealing magic again? Just to clarify with all of you?
Yep.
Anyone want to chip in here?
Yeah, it's sealing magic. But we don't know what he's just said. He doesn't know what it seals. So I don't think that
Well,
we
I mean, we have a rough idea.
Take a good guess, friends.
It has
We
a
already
symbol
know
of
there's
stop.
we already know there's a dragon head on said orb. We've got a
And-
5-headed dragon necklace, which has been confirmed as being a necklace of Tiamat.
Ah, I get it. It seals the horny fox. Gotcha.
Okay.
At least you don't have to worry about mind flares with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take this into a slow perspective because I guess our bard's brain is broken.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a random guess and say that that orb is one piece of 5.
It's a Pokeball.
I funnily enough remember you saying about the 5 seals. I didn't think we were carrying one.
I think, yeah, that's what it is. We have one of the 5 pieces of the seal.
Oh my god, we nearly
makes
made the
sense.
Orichalcus.
But why was it in the witch's hut? I kind of look at Bartholomew again.
I don't fucking know.
That's-
I found it the
Lucian
same day
just
you did.
also Lucian just also looks over at them like, let's just get going to Genova. Maybe they'll have answers.
Ah, God, okay.
And while this is happening, I'm then going to walk forward over to where Argo is.
I'm just asking, am I still getting poked in the face?
Yes.
Okay. I'm okay now.
So,
As you can tell, Small R Bigbeard has free time to now, like, polish his axe while walking with everyone without being poked going, hi, 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 hi. What you doing?
I am basically going to try something.
Okay.
I am going to use that telepathic link that me and Lilu have, and I'm going to ask Lilu, well, towards Lilu, but to see if I can get anything from Bahamut.
Yeah, nothing.
You didn't even let me say what I was gonna ask.
I'm sorry, but the
Fucker.
application you're looking for does not.
I was you're reaching out and you're not feeling any connection. You can still
I'm
try
not
and
feeling
say,
it.
but I'm saying like you feel like that presence that you feel, you're not feeling it.
404 not found.
Yeah. Connection error.
Wait.
Let's try again later.
Hold on. At a character moment here, just a little like, mind bubble just popped up. She got that connection, that feeling of another presence while she was holding the amulet.
Oh yeah, I noticed that as well.
Whose titties is the amulet on now?
I've got the necklace
Between
Bahamut.
souls, titties.
Yeah, because it's my necklace.
yeah, so if you're done, I'm going to walk over to Argo.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you excited to go back to Genova? And I'm going to listen very carefully to his answer and watch all of his facial movements.
No, I'm not looking forward to going back home.
Well, good. I would have been worried if you said anything different. So what's your experience of that hellhole?
All I'm going to say right now is just to watch everybody's backs.
Hmm.
We all have to watch each other's backs in Genova.
So you had any encounters with those that really run the town?
Yeah. Too many encounters to be more precise.
Too many.
Too many.
Elaborate, please?
Without going into too much detail at the minute. There's a guild running around, and they near
I'm
killed
aware.
a few times.
Upon
Do they...
Argo saying that they nearly times during your time at Genova and stories you heard about someone fighting the field, you look at Argo and kind of suddenly start putting 2 and 2 together.
Oh my god.
And that exact voice.
Please tell me you have a disguise. Just, like, they are 100% going to recognize you.
I know.
If only you had someone that could do stuff like that.
Oh.
Fun
Well,
fact,
there could
you
be
still
something
haven't
else.
told
There
us.
could be something else.
Okay,
What?
holding your hand up. What do you want?
Yep.
Throughout this entire exchange, Sylvie is still on Heart's back,
Yeah.
pointing at
I'm just
various
walking.
instruments. She's pointing at various instruments. What does that one do? And what does that one do? What about that one? What does this one do?
They all make music.
I hear it in the distance. She's really opening herself up to us. She's becoming more comfortable, especially towards the fox. It must be the fur.
Argo, it just takes her a minute to get used to people. She was cooped up for the long period of her life.
I can understand, but I still think it's the fur. You know, I'm sure it's all fluffy.
Does anyone here have a mask or some form of face covering, please?
Oh, you mean
At
like
this
a
point,
disguise?
at this point, Sylvie's gonna pull out a paper from her little bag that she has, which just has a bunch of like various like pieces of charcoal and pieces of paper that she's drawn on. Will this work? And it's just a picture of like a scary like face, clearly drawn by a child.
And it's better than what we got. Just an FYI, I'm pretty sure if certain people see this man's face, we're dead.
Man, I've travelled through a couple towns. I do have a hood.
A hood would do for now. Well,
Or you could just buy a disguise kit.
We could chance it,
God, no, we can't chance this.
but
This girl would just want.
you know.
We could.
Right, coming off character, it would be so fucking funny if we just wung it. It would be so fucking funny.
You see Lucian, you see Lucian just pull out the cloak that he had on when he traveled to Ogile, traveling from his hometown. What this do? Pulls out a cloak with a hood on it.
It might do the job. I'm not going to promise anything, but it
And
might.
hands it over to the paladin.
I'm just gonna say,
Take it into my inventory.
what type of size of person are they looking for?
You see this man right, like to my right, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what if
yeah.
he was like, half of that height and half of that size,
It doesn't matter.
wearing a cloak?
So we're literally gonna make the potato this size with the dwarf.
I mean,
The same size as Sylvie and the dwarf, mind you.
I could only do it for 1 minute, but it would at least get us past certain places.
You sizest motherfucker.
Sylvie's just gonna hand the paper to Bart and be like, "Here, this can help too, right?"
Oh, totally.
Yes, sure.
I want to go up to
Here
the
you go,
paladin,
Argo.
just hand him the paper.
I'll keep this safe. Don't worry. It's in the pocket.
You can borrow some of my smithing tools and make it look like that you're one of us, a dwarf, and not a potato.
I was honestly expecting you to just hammer his face.
They won't recognize you this way.
We could go a little bit further. I can go into my lichen form and fuck his face up and peel the potato.
No.
While my freaking
By the way,
lichen
are we
self is
still
just
standing
singing,
and
"Don't
talking
worry,
or-
be happy."
No, but you've picked up walking again.
Thank fuck for that.
We've been walking at this point.
Are we walking across any other travelers, any traveling merchants or anything like that?
The road's been pretty quiet, but at this, I will say at this point, you do start seeing one man walking towards you. Like wearing cloak, but like, it's just a cloak, not hooded. The cloak, like general traveling, keep himself warm for night stuff. Got a backpack on, clearly an adventurer. Red.
So we took an arrow to the knee.
We're gonna rob this guy and make Argo look like him.
He's like you can clearly see he's Dragonborn.
Kajita's wears.
If you have coin, it's like red scales and everything. like walking towards you.
Who's at the front of our party? Actually, that's a good point.
We never discussed that.
Good question. We never discussed it.
Who wants to be at
I
the front?
know. I
Not
know. I'm
fucking
kind of
me.
I'm at the front. Kind of was watching Lilu and Sylvie airplane. and now-
Fair. Then I'd be next to
I'd be in
her.
the mid section of the group party.
So I'd probably be near the closest
Okay.
back.
So, as you're walking, you're talking amongst yourselves and stuff. You get close enough to the point where, like, you could hear this guy, and, like, he kind of stops in his tracks, takes his backpack off, drops on the floor. You all look like a good group of adventurers. Anyone for a spa?
Oh fuck yes! I
Offer.
thought you'd never ask. As I
Offer
grab
a
my
spa, you
sword.
say.
What kind of spa? What can I do in it, and how much can I get away with it?
He sits there, like, as unbuttons his cloak, like, just as it was see a long sword and a short sword and a crossbow on his back. Well, that's kind of
Quite a lot,
spa.
got it.
Spa of combat. See who's the strongest.
I'm
I'll
up.
do it. I'm up
I'm
for
up
it.
for it as well.
I see you've got a crossbow. Let's see who's the most accurate.
Whoa! Only
Point,
one of you.
at this point, Sylvie's gonna drop off the parts back and run to hide behind Smaller.
I will pop up first with my sword already over my shoulder because that's how I walk through, anyways.
Okay.
There goes me
There is
getting
no
my-
combat
my
map for this.
health
There is no combat map for this, by the way. So it is just kind of like imagination, because it's not like a proper encounter count.
This is just a fun thing.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pulls out his long sword, sitting there, kind of holding it in one hand. I'll give you the first move.
All right, I'm gonna go for the grace of a backslash.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So, do.
While she's doing that, like while those two are fighting, I'm gonna walk over to a tree 80 feet away and mark an X on it with my dagger and then walk back.
Okay.
That's only an 8.
So you go to a graceful backswing, and he just kind of like parries your sword, like ha! Brings the motion back to come swing at you. Boom. There's my d20. There you are.
So Sylvie is now sitting on the ground silently beside Big R. She's gonna let him do Small R, sorry. She's gonna let him do whatever, but she's just gonna sit there. She's now back to the shy, closed off person because there's a new person in the mix now and she doesn't trust him.
Yeah. What is us?
My AC is a 16.
16. Okay. So once again, he comes to swing at you, but like back step, just like so you all go like miss. Got it?
That was a
just
close hit.
Not bad yourself.
And Nat 20!
I'm just going to, while this happens, be like, this needs some battle music, and just start playing the lead.
Okay. So, like, as he sits there and goes, "You're not bad, and that's as far as he gets, and you just like take the opportunity to go in, and like at this point, you stop yourself, and he's like in a moment of shock of like the blade at his throat. I guess we call that your win.
I pull my sword back slightly, flip it around, throw it back on my shoulder. Not bad for... I guess not bad for a female, you'd say, huh?
It's not bad for anyone. It's been a while since I've been bested like that. Now,
How good your aim?
why don't we find out?
I will take out my
What's-
short bow and aim at the tree.
Puts his short sword up. Pulls out his heavy crossbow.
Would you like the first shot?
Certainly. Goes to fire, and he ends up hitting like not like middle X, but like at the tip of one of them.
Okay.
Not bad.
I
Do better.
I will. I would like to steady him.
Sure you would.
I got all the time in the world to do it, so yeah. And fire up my short bow. Oh wow, that was terrible.
You fire, and you manage to get the tip of the X on the upper end.
Okay, next shot.
All that round of draw. Fires again. Sits there. Loads up his bolt. Watch it. Right smack bit middle of the X. He nat 20'd.
I needed nat 20 of this. Steady him again. Aww, it was 2 5s.
You go, and just as like the arrows are like coming up, you like to you it's like middle, and then you just suddenly feel it on the side of your cheek, and you know exactly what's about to happen. You just feel the gust of wind, and you watch the arrow.
I guess you win this round.
Yes, I do. More practice. Right, one more, yeah.
This fucker.
You what? What was that?
What?
Hey, what did you say?
I said out of character, I want to stab this fucker.
Oh, right, okay.
Inner ramblings of a madman.
Yeah, so he puts his crossbow on his back. I'll take on one more before I've got to go on. Got to get exercise for the day. This time I'm not holding back. Pulls out both his long sword and his short sword.
I'll take this one, Lucian.
I look at him and I just go, if you're not going to polish my hilt, then
Lucian,
Hold on. Sylvie was about to stand up before Argos spoke, and she's just gonna be like, "Aww."
You just see Lucian plop down on his ass watching the fight.
he totally
because
wanted
there's
to
some battle music.
Tell you what. I've got 2 weapons. Use 2. Points at both Argo and Lucian. Let's go.
Argo and who?
Lucian.
I didn't hear that.
Lucian,
Yeah.
Lucian just sort of energized, stands up and grabs his sword.
Okay. And he immediately, like, once, like, get ready, like, everyone's kind of giving you all space.
Just as they're getting ready, I kind of tap Lucian on the back and kind of give him bardic inspiration before he goes in.
He runs in immediately. And what, as you see, his movements are a bit quicker than you're expecting. And he immediately watches as the longsword comes to strike towards you, Argo. And you're both roughly next to each other, by the way, to give you an idea. So you are like, it's like, out.
Okay. As he gets within distance of us, I use opportunity attack.
The opportunities if he leads.
That's not how that works.
Is it not? I'm reading it. Hold on.
An attack of opportunity is when he leaves you.
If he's
If
running
you-
into combat,
Oh, moves out
ready for you.
of your age. Sorry,
Yeah.
I misread. Sorry.
So he goes to strike with the longsword towards you, Argo.
Yep.
And he sits there, bashes onto your shield that you reach out. And you watch immediately as he kind of like pulls it back to reflect, and it immediately swings it towards Lucian. By the way, this is a multi-attack, by the way.
Multi-attack?
Hence why he's doing these back to back. And that is what is your
18.
18? Okay, just have to make sure. As he swings towards you, like you kind of like step back a little bit, and it just grazes you slightly on the chest, like on the breastplate, type thing. So like just like a slight scratch.
Now, could I use protection to block this?
Yes. Gives him disadvantage.
How do I do this?
You just simply say you're gonna use protection as a reaction.
As a reaction, yeah.
Yeah, so you just simply say I'm gonna do protect that.
Yeah, I'm gonna protect that.
So that would be that point, like once again, like watch it like say not as impactful like graze across your breastplate thing, and then with that, as with the other hand and the short sword, as brings that up towards you again, Argo.
Yep.
And with this one, you feel like you can you're trying to go and bring your shield back in, like kind of save yourself. But you kind of watch the sword kind of like come between, and where it would be like about to hit you and like really wound you, like at that precise moment you watch his hand slightly turn. So instead of like cutting you, he's like slapping you with the blade essentially. Like he's here to spar, he's not here to hurt or anything. So literally he sees he's about to cut you, like quickly turns his blade slap. So you get a slight graze from the edge, but like it would have been far worse.
18, by the way.
Huh?
Did you head past 18?
Yes. He rolled an 18 on the dice plus 5.
Ah, okay.
Hence, I'm describing this because I'm looking at your ACs and I'm doing the rolls instead of being like, so does this hit?
Fair enough.
Sits there. Your turn.
While this is happening, Lucian slices in from the on the side, goes for his
Just sitting here smoking
22.
and let the kids play.
So that as that'll hit, like you go to strike him towards the behind while he's sitting there focused on Argo, like one as longsword towards you, kind of reached out. You go to strike, and he sees it coming. Do you go to twist your blade as the point of impact, or?
Yeah. He makes certain he just smacks him instead of actually hurting him.
So he looks and he kind of feels like goes to step out the way slightly. And he feels like the blade slap the side of him. Go, Argo.
Yep. No, I'll do the exact same. Go in for a hit. Not 20.
Not 20. So as
face to the side of a blade, knock him out.
So legit, as he's stepping back from.
I'm running towards him as he's distracted.
I was gonna say, literally, as he's stepping back from Lucien's attack, he kind of looks towards Lucien, and just the next thing he knows, lost sight of you briefly. He's like, "Where's he gone?" And swords.
Yeah, yeah. I essentially run as his.
You're behind him with your you're behind him holding.
As his focus is drawn away from me, I essentially run behind him, put my sword onto his neck and go. Good game, sir.
I do believe that's our win.
Good game indeed. And he sits there and he goes to scream, just to release energy, and you just watch as he opens his mouth and breathes fire into the air and stuff nothing like a good sparring for exercise. Thanks for that.
I sheath my weapon.
Chief's both of his goes to grab his backpack. Hopefully I'll bump into you again. We can do this all again.
By the way, have you just left Genova?
Yeah?
I need a bit of information of you, if possible.
Certainly.
As her ladyship still running the place?
She is, however, she's not been sighted in a while.
Have you anything in your wares to sell to help cloak myself?
He sits there, looks into his bag. Nearly pull a robe with a hood that's so far that if you put it over your head, it's going to droop over your eyes almost, type thing.
Yeah.
You gotta need this. A few people have been needing them recently around there.
Yeah.
I just got out of there from helping a few. I'd watch you back no matter where you are in this world at the moment.
I agree.
I don't know if it's to be true. The word is her ladyship's left Genova.
I'm going to.
Oh, go ahead. You first.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Argo. Finish it. You don't RP very often.
How much are you willing to part for your robe?
You're hiding from her. You need more than I do. Take it.
Thank you, good sir. I appreciate it.
If that's how
Hey.
much is he willing to part for his robe?
Yeah, how much? How much?
I knew what he meant.
Yeah, I'm autistic, so shut up.
Real quick, by the way, since they're a first-time chatter on my thing. Hey, CJ. Hello. How you doing? Please don't hurt me.
Sylvie's gonna pipe up, out of complete confusion when Argo and them are talking about this person named Her Ladyship, and she's gonna go with the childlike innocence that she has sometimes. Who's Her Ladyship? Is she royal? Is she nice?
Royal pain in everyone's ass.
Well, while that's happening, I'm just going to whisper to the dwarf, "Hey, look, the paladin has a woman."
Holy shit.
The dragon kind of turns and says, "Her ladyship's someone you don't want to be messing with. She's anything but royal."
And basically-
tears are gonna start to form in Sylvie's eyes because now she's scared again.
As
I'm
I
basically-
go over,
Upon, like,
Yeah.
saying all this, like, you watch him kind of, like, look around, being wary, like, never know where her people be. Watch yourself, and he quickly gets out of there after speaking.
I go over to Sylvie, make sure she's okay, and then look at the man and go, "You breathe fire like a dragon. You wear skills like a dragon. What has you so scared of her ladyship? You deem to have power. What has you running?"
Could I give a brief description to him of what Her Ladyship has done?
I mean, it's up to you if you want to, but yeah, like, he just kind of turns to you and goes, "She is some of the worst people on this planet. And as for what's got me, as me running scared, probably the same thing that got your friend here scared. She doesn't just target you, she targets those close. Gotta be wary. Once you're in her grasp, you're lucky to get out."
Sounds like a real
And-
kinky bitch.
At which point, upon he thinks about it, he shouts towards you, Argo. You from there?
Yeah, I'm from there.
What's your connection? You belong to a house, or are you just really bad with them, or what?
Oh God, I need to bring up the backstory here. Give me a second. Give me a second.
I just kind of pick up Lilu at this point, and I'm just kind of holding her, because now I'm more worried for Lilu and Sylvie, so I'm keeping Sylvie kind of in the corner of my eye.
I know his house.
Yeah, so, yeah, no, I'm from the slum. I'm part of House Deneth.
House what?
House of Deneth.
I'm so sorry.
What?
You may want to get back quickly. About half a year ago, they burnt down your house. The mother's not been seen since.
Fuck.
So sorry, my friend. And with that, he just turned.
So with that bit of information, with that bit of information, I feel like we should pop on and keep moving. We still have quite a bit of journey to go before we actually get to the gates.
I essentially put on the cloak that I was given and just become silent in frustration, anger.
Lucian walks over to Bartholomew. Bartholomew, you know a bit about Genova, don't you?
Yes.
Do you know of any places we could potentially stay safe within the city? After hearing this, I feel a little on edge.
Do I know of any places?
You do. So you'd be aware that as pretty much tied to the Adventurers Academy is also Adventurers Guild that houses adventurers. and this place has got people like the innkeeper and people that run the establishment are trained adventurers that were trained by the academy, and they welcome anyone. And like the guild is also also a place where adventurers can get like wares and stuff, and it's in terms of sleeping, because only obviously students of the academy or inquisitors can actually stay at the academy. But for people like yourselves, this is the next best place, and it is pretty much next to the academy.
I will tell him this.
Right, that should work. I would relay this to the rest of the group. And then keep on moving.
Okay.
I essentially, my last line talking, I know of the academy.
What?
I say, as my last lines of hearing the academy, as I'm starting to walk ahead of you. I know of the academy. Let's hurry up.
Okay. So to speed this along, or go for it. Like, is there any interactions people want to do? Because we're going to since honestly, there's a lot of RP happening in this, and I wasn't expecting. I was maybe expecting to spread out. Anything else anyone want to do? Want to say this happens over the course of the next days on your way to Genova?
We have to listen to the bard singing. Tell everybody I'm on my way.
Yes.
So literally, you've got everyone dancing along, and the bard sitting there thinking, "Tell everybody I'm on my way," and you've got just an Argo sitting there like, "For fuck's sake."
The only thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to keep trying to sense that third link between me and Lilu.
Okay. You as much as you keep trying.
Microphone closer. Microphone closer.
Yeah. Like as much as like you keep trying, like you don't. You can't feel anything, like you can't reach out to feel anything else in this link. You can't feel anything, like something's missing.
Alright, when we settle down for camp, I already know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so we'll say this is so we'll say you've tried doing this for like a few days, and we'll call this like the last camp before Genova. So you storing up camp and that.
Me?
Yes.
DM.
Because the DM
Morgan
went
set up a
silent.
camp. Shut the fuck up.
Build
your tent. Eat your Pringles.
I've received a DM. Are you on about the one that's not from yourself?
No, the one from myself.
Oh, I mean, yes, there'll be shops, yes.
Yeah, but is that one?
Yes, that one's in Genova, but like that's not the Adventurers Guild. That's just other shops.
I'm basically going to walk up to Lucien. Lucien,
Yes?
would you take first watch with me?
Sure thing.
I'll take second watch.
Sylvie's gonna make her her bed tonight up high in a tree. She's just gonna climb it like a fucking spider monkey.
Okay.
It's Spider Girl. Yee. What the fuck is that? Absolutely flew past my window whenever I said that. I was like, what the fuck?
What you don't realize is Lucid's master time travel is just sitting there watching the future selves watching the stream, going, "Wait for it, wait, no!"
That thing was like a fucking bat.
It was a spider monkey.
It was a spider bat.
Spider monkey.
I'm freaking out.
You just look at it as 8 eyes on either side. Yeah. So first watch.
I said with the two people that's already up.
Fact-
While I am like
Yep.
in this state of anger and frustration, I'm unable to sleep, so I am just sitting at the campfire, cloaked up.
You're still
Okay.
masturbating.
So, real quick, actually, because it has been 2 hours, we're going to take a quick break to give people a moment to stretch their legs, grab a bite to eat, something to drink, talk to their chats for a bit. I'm just going to quickly go put my BRB screen on for a moment, stand up, stretch my legs, and I'll be back on this screen. We'll have a talk chat. So, we've got back in. We've got both Kitten and Soul taking the first watch. With Argo just kind of sitting around, not being able to really sleep the last few nights. What do you do?
Play hopscotch.
You look like you wanted to ask me something. You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
She's miming and we play some chess.
No.
Round 4.
So basically, I'm gonna keep my back to him because I'm keeping a watch out. Yeah, I did want to ask you something. That pendant of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I see it again?
Sure.
Oh,
Takes out his
explain.
pendant. Well, his necklace.
I'm going to put the necklace on and feel through that telepathic link.
Telepathic link? What's this?
So,
basically, I'm going to explain everything to him. Expediency. I have a telepathic link with Lilu because of how bonded we are. When it's the only thing I can think of that I've done differently is when I was holding your pendant and Bahamut was speaking through her, the only thing that was different was I was holding the pendant. So I'm going to try and recreate that by holding your pendant.
so you focus on it. And, like, in your head, like, you can feel now, like, there is something else there to reach. But, like, every time, like, try to, like, it's, like, almost like if you, like, reach out with your hand, every time your hand's about to grasp it, it just moves a little further and a little further. Like, almost like it doesn't want to be communicated with right now, or something else is still missing.
It's very, very faint.
Like, you can feel with, like, the presence there, like, if there is something else missing, like, it's like I say, it's either something's missing or they just don't want to be communicated with right now. And if it is something missing, you're just like one piece of the puzzle away.
Would you mind if I hold your shoulder while you try to do this?
Go for it.
Lucian just puts his hand on her shoulder.
Are you thinking about anything in particular?
He thinks about, like, back to when he got told about his ancestry, the stories he got told as a child, the whole dragon thing, the hooded man, everything that's happened.
Can you go ahead and roll me an insight check, Lucian?
Alright. That's a 20. It's a dirty 20.
Okay, I'll do. Upon thinking back, and also thinking about when this necklace has reacted at times, you realize it's been at points when your resolution's been at its highest. Your resolve to do something. Back on Oak Isle, your resolve to set out on this journey. Your resolve to protect your friends. your resolve to find answers to your history. Ultimately, when your resolve's been at its highest about something, that's when the pendant is reacted.
Okay.
Upon thinking upon that, do you think about anything else in particular?
I would say that he thinks about the questions he wants to ask his dad once he reaches Tarragon and potentially visits the Dragon Knights. The questions that are left unanswered is basically what he's thinking about now.
Again, looking upon that resolve for answers. Stretch out your mind, and almost like an open door, Kitten's thoughts enter your head, or her thoughts enter Kitten's, and all of a sudden you feel the connection of Lilu. Feel her thoughts in your head, and then just that thing in the distance, you can see it. Slight shine. You instinctively go to reach out, and as you do, Kitten feels through the connection the presence, and she feels you reaching out to the connection, and she can almost like visually see it in her head of like two lights touch. The connection that she's been trying to establish and yours suddenly touch. At that moment, the pendant around Kitten's neck. And all of a sudden, you both feel the beat again, but it's not where the necklace was. Feel it around your neck, Lucian. It's back there. It's just suddenly shifted. It's like to its rightful place. And focusing so deeply on this as resolution and its connection through that of a Dragonite of training, what you end up both seeing in mind, slight a head semi-forming, and just half a face. You don't recognize it, Lucian, but from the stories, the pictures, Kitten immediately recognizes, like, this looks like Bahamut.
I'm just gonna whisper under my breath. Wow. I'm just gonna whisper under my breath. All hail.
And almost that it makes no sense to you, Kitten. But it makes perfect sense to Lucian, this, because he's wanting the answers. His resolve. You just hear, soon. And then, like, as quickly as it formed, it disappears. And you watch the connection, like, say, in your mind of these lights. The one that we're trying to reach out to breaks away.
I'm going to basically open my eyes, take a step back. You.
Yes?
You are the missing piece.
Again, this begs more questions than answers.
I just point out this entire thing. All the other players are typing in Roll20 chat with these flipping stupid jokes.
I've been ignoring it.
So wait, hold on. Are they telepathically linked now? Like forever? Soul and Kitten?
I don't know.
Me, Big R, and Hard R just insulting each other.
Yeah, they don't know.
Okay. Basically, Safrina is going to turn around and look Lucian straight in the eye. You don't realize this, do you?
Realize
You are
what?
that missing piece. Before you touched my shoulder, I could still feel there was a missing piece to the connection. As soon as you touched my shoulder, everything connected. You are a descendant of his first partner.
I want to watch Descendants.
There is a sheer open book here for you. That necklace, if you can tell, it's not around my neck anymore.
You know, I noticed. Sort of just went back to me.
If I can put 2 and 2 together and it equal fish, Bahamut is waiting for you.
The question's where?
We'll probably find something out at the ruins or something. He didn't see anything else. But all I heard was soon.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But it's just 2 and 2 equals fish. He's waiting for you.
Yes. Yes, he is.
I need to go to sleep. I am classing first watch off, and I'm gonna kick Little R in the foot. Hey, dwarf!
Who the fuck says I was taking second watch?
I was going to say, who is taking second?
Me.
Is you okay?
I will help.
The potato.
Was that
The
the
pota-
D4 for what I think it was for?
I'm on it, so I'm gonna be awake all night.
No, the bard can play soothing music.
Okay.
Okay. Lumi.
Yep.
Sylvie just rolled a 1, which is probably the worst she could have rolled on this for the nightmares.
Okay.
She's gonna wake up screaming from her nightmare and fall out of the tree. What do I need to roll to catch myself before I fall to my ass on the ground? Because I climbed up pretty high.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Shit.
Would any of us have noticed?
She's
Apart from the
screaming
two
really
people.
loud.
I was about to say, you'd all hear the scream.
A 9.
Okay then.
How high up did you climb?
30 to 40 feet.
Oh, just
How many
free.
d6 is to how many feet of damage?
I have no idea.
I am grabbing the DM screen. Oh god, everything's falling.
Hello, DMs, help!
It's a 1d10
1d6
per...
it's 1d6 for every 10 feet a creature falls.
Yep.
Oh,
1d6 for every 10, so you're taking
Not
3d6 damage. You're taking 13 damage.
Would this not be where Lulu would be hovering around at the bottom anyway, the catch? So would Lulu not have to do a saving throw?
Depends, where is Lilu?
I would say Lilu, after everything, would go to underneath the
damage?
tree.
I mean, this is happening as you're getting ready to walk, so Lilu's still with you.
How much damage again?
13.
You said?
Then yeah, Lilu would not be nowhere near, because she was just getting over the whole confuckery. Hearing the scream, I am gonna run over though.
I think most of us are probably going to do
She
that.
landed hard on her back. I don't think she's moving.
Real
Start
quick,
ship?
just as a thing, while you two are having your conversation, just before you fell, there's one other thing I want to touch upon.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're time to dive into someone's dreams while you two are having this whole trying to connect thing. heart.
Oh God!
Your turn to be played with.
Yay!
You find yourself in a bright green space. Look down, grass. And in the distance, just a singular tree. And
What's it?
just a singular, like, grand, like a really grand oak tree type thing. And just kind of hear in your mind, child of the woods, I can help you. You just need to ask for my power. Feel vines grow up, start wrapping around your legs.
Can I do an insight check? Because I was all okay with this until like you started saying it. Your voice was like, I don't trust you, do I?
Go ahead, do it.
Really, the truth god.
So yes, can I insight check? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. Okay, there we go. Okay, 17.
It's a presence you're weirdly never met, but you're familiar with. It's that of the presence that you've always felt when you were in Kilika.
Okay.
And the vines continue wrapping around your legs. They reach out, start like curling around your. They're not tight. They're not like trying to restrict you. They're just wrapping, almost like a snake that's not trying to kill type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have power if you need it, child of the woods. My child.
Yeah. As I know that Geralt said to me in his last words, "Listen to the forest." I'm just going to close my eyes and continue listening and accept the whatever that's happening.
It's your choice. My power could be yours to use. You may need it one day. Come to me again, seek me when you sleep. Just think of me. I'll be there, always watching. Child of the woods, my child. Go now. Time to wake up. You are needed. And at that moment, you just wake up to the scream.
Wow. So we wake up, hear the scream.
Yep.
Do I feel any different at all?
Nope.
I'm basically going to immediately book it towards the where I could clearly hear my sister scream in peril.
Yep. You don't feel any different. Like this thing's offered you power, but you've not accepted.
Yeah.
They've said, like, if you wish to have it, think of me.
I'm obviously going to go towards the scream as well.
Yep.
I think we all are.
I think everyone is.
So everyone runs towards Scream. What do they see upon getting to you, Lucy?
I'm having trouble breathing. I can't move. I am paralyzed in fear and pain. And the air was knocked out of me, so I'm having difficulty breathing. And tears are just streaming down my face.
I'm going to reach out a hand.
I walk over.
You're going to do what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I would do. So I walk over, I touch her shoulder, and hit Cure Wounds.
I'm going to touch her other shoulder at the same time, and my hand's going to like pulse brain and Cure Wounds as well.
Okay.
I heal you for 9.
What are you doing, did you say, Trevor?
I'm going to Cure Wounds as well.
Okay. So that's another 7, so you're back to full health. Like, any injuries, fine. Just mental ones that are fucking you now. Cure wounds, can't cure that.
So physically, I'm fine.
Mentally.
Sylvie, Are you okay?
She's just gonna curl up
Is
like
that-
a ball and she's gonna start sobbing.
That's when I just pick her up and I start holding her. You had another nightmare, didn't you?
He came for me again.
I just kind of open my arm up to let Lilu curl up next to us. No more sleeping in the trees for a while. As I stand up and I take her to my tent, and as I'm walking by, I'm gonna look at Argo and Hart. Thank you,
Anytime.
both of you.
No problem. Let's try and keep the noise down, though. We're getting close.
Understood. Is like, as saying that, I kind of just nod and walk into the tent, holding Sylvie. Kind of trying to rock her and calm her down, as I normally would have.
So,
Not going back to sleep after that.
what was that?
Sylvie's not going back to sleep after that.
Oh no.
And I'm not going to sleep to...
Everyone's gonna be exhausted again, Genova, know it.
Everyone's essentially awake now.
So,
Actually, I just go eat food and take another, bit of my secret pouch of my tobacco. Take a smoke and then I go back to fucking sleep.
I take it my watch is over, so Lucian's gonna go to sleep. After all that's happened.
yep.
I would
take over my
I would
watch.
honestly, boys and girls, I wouldn't suggest going back to sleep. Daytime is near upon us.
It was only the first watch.
Yeah, it was only the first watch. There's still the second watch.
Oh, really? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yep.
I'm going back to sleep. Somebody else is taking over. Go fuck yourselves. Good night.
And then Lucian goes into the same tent and just falls asleep next to him, exhausted from what's just happened.
They're all cuddly. Aww.
I scream out of the tent, not so hard. That will hit you in the chest real good. Be easy.
Yeah, me, Sylvie, and Lilu are probably not going to be going to sleep because I'm more concerned on Sylvie's well-being. And so is Lilu. She's just kind of curled up next to us.
I'm going to walk up to the man that is sitting on watch and be like, Bartholomew, you've travelled a bit, haven't you?
A bit.
What do you know of a great tree? A giant oak?
What do I know of a great tree, Lumi? Or do I need
Once again, diving into these ruins, where like for various ruins, this would be a ruin that was one of the first ruins you actually left upon even Genova. Some of the first ruins you were told about. These are actually ruins that would actually be pretty close by to where you are now. And in these ruins, there were symbols of a great tree that there was different names for. Some people would just call it like one of the most common phrases that was come up would be like the world tree.
I think so.
The other one, well, people like if people were ever naming it, like as an actual being, like a god's name, would be Ava, and she is the god of nature.
The tree itself is the god of nature?
It's just how she portrays herself.
Empling?
Another god in a world with no gods.
And yet the paladin's still to be won!
Well, no, the paladin worships the moon maiden.
Yep, which is supposed
Yeah,
to
the
be
boring
only
one.
god in the land. And we've had, what,
4.
four now? 4 other gods?
Yeah. For experience purposes, I'm just going to relay everything you just said.
By the way, Trevor, also check DMs.
Ooh, interesting.
And I'm going to turn up Kitty, because her plane was drowning out Lumi earlier.
Muted my mic.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Bartholomew which direction these ruins are in. And how long it would take me to get there?
How long would it take to get there?
It would take from where you are now, like it's in the direction of the woods, and it's kind of like it's not too deep in, not to the point like it's deep enough to a point where like obviously travelers don't see it. You can't just look into the woods and you see it. You do have to go in a little bit, but it's not too deep to the point where you can get lost, really. And it would take you probably to get there and back from where you currently are, roughly. It would take probably till morning.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, I'll be right back.
He should not be going alone.
Trust me,
Into
it'll
the
be fine.
wilderness. Fuck it. I'm gonna walk over and kick Argo.
Argo?
What?
And now the party splits.
You're keeping
It'll
watch
only
tonight.
take me to
I need to
morning.
go. Bye bye.
Fuck's sake. Hurry up.
This dude wants to go visit ruins? Yes, please.
Of course, the rogue's up for this. He's an
Concern for a party
investigator.
member. It's like he's going to ruins. I need to be there.
Since I'm still awake, would I hear this conversation going on?
Do me a perception check, please, just because see how much you would hear, because you are kind of focused right now on your sister.
Perception. Nope.
Nice.
I'm more focused on my sister.
Yeah, you're more focused on your sister. You would hear the mumbling and stuff. You, as far as you're concerned, there's talking on watch.
Could I have maybe potentially heard?
Says the mentally
You
unstable
want
child.
you also do me a perception because you're recovering from this nightmare. Yeah, you'll have heard the talked about ruins and passing off a watch.
Sylvie's gonna just, at this point, she's calmed down somewhat. Not too much, but enough to where she can actually speak in a low tone to her sister and say that the fluffy one and the weird human are leaving.
Leaving.
I
I'm kind of.
then rush in. And two assholes just run off. Can you stay here, protect the part of the rest?
It's gonna slowly make you're doing watch. You're doing watch. Get to one person left. What's the point of me doing watch? You've all fucked off.
It's just like that. It's like that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, what's the boat? What's the boat? What's the boat?
And then there's me and Small Big Beard just sleeping in the tent.
Sylvie's just
Hello.
gonna mention something about a tree.
Oh dear.
There's no time to explain. I'll
Just
be back.
go. Just go.
I run out. I now then just run out.
Okay.
Yeah, but Paladin heavy armor is now chasing after the two people in light armor.
The paladin, mind you, that was worried about noise.
So yeah, you catch up. You like you're purposely trying to like seek this, right? Like this ruin. So like almost in your head, like you can see faintly art.
Mhm.
It's clear enough to the point where it's like in your head. Not as a bad thing, but just like almost like in the air, like a current of vines just like fade in and out with like the wind, like guiding you like this way.
Okay. I'm going to follow them.
But Paladin is going to be surprised as shit. It's like, why is he taking the lead? I know where the place is.
And like you're more surprised that he's actually going the right way as well. Like he's going perfectly towards them.
And with all the colors of the wind.
No, I'm colorblind. So like you keep following and spend a little while and see what would be like almost like a mini Stonehenge type thing, like forest, like vines have grown over it. In the middle, there seems to be like a stone table type thing, and then like around, like on like the bits of like rocks that's fallen over, there's like writing and symbols and stuff. But like in the middle of this rock that's just got cracks and vines growing all over it, there's just a singular flower middle. Singular, like almost like daffodil like flower.
Damn. I'm kind of gonna approach and be like,
I was gonna say one thing to point out real quick.
Yeah.
It wasn't this overgrown when you saw it, Adam.
Okay.
It was a lot more cleared.
When was the last time I saw it? Like, how much
When
time
you
has passed?
literally at the end of the last one shot when you set off from Genova.
So it's been about a year.
Yes.
while he thinks about that, I'm going to take a step forward and say, I followed you, voice of the forest.
Okay. Immediately, what Bartholomew sees is just suddenly your eyes go into a trance, and you suddenly find yourself in the tree. Suddenly shifts to a woman. The best way I can describe her is imagine imagine a lot more covered with flowers and things like that everywhere, like not sexual, like almost like a dress of flowers.
Naked lady.
Of like as type like, but like you watch vines, like you know, like Poison Ivy from Batman, like vines and that around, like that. But there's flowers blooming everywhere. But it looks like a beautiful dress of it. She walks towards you.
Waving my hand in front of his face as he's in a trance, and I notice her bulge slowly growing. I'm like, oh.
She walks towards you, and as she does, you feel once again the vines wrap around.
Oh my
You
god,
see-
it's a naked Thurman.
Do you seek my power?
Yes.
She reaches out her hand. Child of the forest, my child, I bless upon thee. And all the vines suddenly start covering your body. And they go to tighten, but they don't feel painful. You look down, all the vines are wrapped around you. Watch as they tighten, they absorb into your skin, become one with you. You now have the power of the forest, my chosen. Like that, can you please level up, please, Trevor, to become multi-class druid?
While that's happening, can I use my eyes on him while he's in a trance to see if there's any magical current?
Sure. While he's in the trance and all that's happening, you concentrate your eye onto him, and you can see like a magical aura kind of come off him. You see like a bit stronger off his dagger, but, like the aura come off him is like clearly like something else is connected to his presence, and with like the power of your eye, you can also see like the aura, like the magical aura of people themselves. And in a brief moment, just as like before his trance comes to an end, you can see, like I say, you can almost see like a beam of light coming off him, like something's connected to him. And the beam of light seems to be coming from the flower. And you watch as like this aura of magic around him, his own magical energy, they just woofs a little stronger. And it's at that moment he roughly comes out of the trance.
Ah,
How are you feeling, buddy?
weirdly stronger.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of magical energy flowing into you there. From a flower.
When he says about you seeing magical energy, you look at him and you can just see his left eye clearly just glowing. Like not like a glow, like the iris itself is clear, like more lit up than the other one.
But Bartholomew, your eyes lit up?
Oh yeah, I can see magic now.
Okay.
I love how nonchalant he is. It's like, yeah, this is the thing now. Anyway.
Oh, I can do this. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, it's worked out pretty well so far.
Depends how you look at it.
Where I got
I see what you did there.
the creature that gave me this ability is questionable, though.
That's not good. But
The other night when I had my dream, I was. Hold on, I'm gonna. Oh, thank you for muting that. I was in an area that I haven't been before. You know, I went to sleep and then suddenly I woke up standing up, just surrounded by pitch black and hearing just these drips of water. And as I walk closer to the source, I seen a drip fall into a pool, then slowly reform into a cloak. Completely bodiless, just a naked cloak, pure black, with eyes all over it. And then one eye opened right in the middle where the head would be.
fuck.
Yeah, it kind of came to me and told me it's the god of truth. And that's
okay.
where my eyes come from.
Yeah.
It's also creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it seems it. I actually had a dream tonight about the grass with a giant tree in the middle.
I wonder if the paladins dreamt of any god yet.
And he's taken an awful long time to catch up with us as well.
Yeah, I could hear him right now.
I mean, like while in the trance, he would have caught up and stuff and seen the eye glowing on. Don't forget, he's also been in a very state of being quiet because of, like, Genova's coming up.
Yeah, true.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
I'm essentially keeping my distance, just in a bit of shock and awe of heart somewhat transformation, but also.
I mean, the thing is, none of you actually know what happened to Hart. Like, he's not explained how, oh, suddenly got powers of a druid.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
By the way, with this kind of happening type thing, like, with, like, accepting it from the god, the vines going, everything that comes with, like, being that level 1 druid now, it almost like she passively, through the vines, informed you of how to do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of like still preparing my spells. That would probably be why I haven't been.
So, you said you got more power? What kind of power? What can you do?
Like, I'm just going to turn around and look at the flower and all that, and I'm just kind of going to cast Druidcraft and just instantly make it bloom.
Watch this flower just higher and almost become like, watch the bloom kind of like happen from the flower. And at the same point, because of what this flower represents in its flowers has been, watch the petals form back. Petals transform, and it becomes a tiny oak tree instead.
Well, that's interesting. I can see magic, and you can make tiny plants into trees.
That's not everything, but I mean, yeah, we'll go with that.
I mean, if it works, it works.
So, Bartholomew's spoken to a god. Hart's spoken to a god. Me and Kenton have spoken to a god.
This world only has one god. That it knows of.
And none of them are the same gods.
This world only has got one god that it knows of.
Yeah. And we've also spoken to another god, but that was early on in the series.
I mean, yeah.
So,
Well-
I mean, technically, Argo has spoken to a god.
Actually, only Lucid is the only one that hasn't spoken to a god, then.
Technically, yes.
Dum dum dum.
Don't worry. There's plans in place. Don't you worry.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Now is not the time nor the place.
It's just not happening for a while. A long while.
Secret Lucid really is a god.
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Plot twist.
I mean,
Emotional damage.
technically speaking, if Lumi allows this campaign to go past beyond like level 20 or whatever, where there's really no cap, and we just transfer from D&D and beyond to roll 20, I would basically end up becoming a god because I multi-class into all the different magics.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, by those rules,
My
a
pony gets
certain
bored and becomes
fighter
a wizard.
would end up being very, very powerful as well.
He'd have to throw actual gods at us to be a hard battle at that point.
I mean, essentially, I did that to you in the one shot.
Bro,
And I
you
made a
need to throw a
god.
gun at us.
By the way, for those that don't know, we did a one shot. No, it's not on my YouTube, and no, it wasn't on my channel. It was a little surprise thing for those that would actually attended it, and they got a little insider knowledge. It's not needed for the continuation of this series, but it's good to know a little extra.
I hit a god with my axe.
Well, what?
That's 37. You'll meet him soon.
yes.
As obviously Argo's arrived and Bartholomew's here, I kind of am going to turn around to say we should head back, but not knowing my new power, I'm going to speak it in Druidish.
Yeah, so he starts speaking something, sets off like he believes he's just spoken it normally and unconsciously, and you're both just like,
Chong chow to you too, young man.
it's just like both of you just like, what the fuck did he just say?
I think our fox is
Just
going
because
crazy.
that happened,
I was crazy
I'm-
once.
Just because that happened, I'm just going to walk past Argo and say in Abyssal, come on, let's go.
And Argo's even more confused. Everyone else speaking in weird languages. It just kind of follows the crowd.
Fuck.
As far as Argo knows, fucking Bart just was cussing him out in like some angry language that he doesn't know about.
I pretty much just growled at him.
Just walked away and was like, what did you say about my mum?
Just stay there, son.
Shall we get to Genova? Because I think that's where we've been going this entire episode.
Yep. So, them two make it back to camp, and as they're literally coming back to camp, the rest of you woke up, packing up tents, and you see them coming out of the forest.
Where the hell have you
Where the
lot
fuck
been?
have you lot been?
Midnight orgy.
I believe you. I actually believe you.
Is it bad that I believe it too and I don't know you very well?
You should have seen one the dwarf tried last night.
Well,
Ding,
we
ding,
heard.
ding, 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 ding.
Again, I believe you.
So Sylvie's just gonna walk up to Small R and gently tug on his sleeve again and be like, "Can I find a stuffed animal in the big town that we're heading to?"
Maybe. If there is a store, we will keep an eye out for you, young one.
I was honestly worried that she'd turn around in a child's voice and say, "What's an orgy?"
I don't even know if she heard what you said or not.
Do not do a perception check. Do not do a perception check.
No, perception check.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
Oh, hell no, you did not hear it.
Off for that.
No.
Just looks at the small arm in confusion.
Just
What's an orgy? I fucking hate words.
Well, you know when two people love each other very much? This is when a lot of people...
Oh god damn it.
as Bartholomew is explaining this, I just go, never mind, little one. Never mind.
Right, let's start packing up camp and get going.
While all of this is happening, Lucian's once again just spacing out, not really listening to what's happening around him.
I just throw a pebble in the back of his head and go, "Oi, back up."
I've already packed up.
I'm just finishing up throwing my tent and my bedroll on my bag. I'm getting Sylvie's stuff packed up, but I'm still kind of just out of it, lost in thought.
I'm on my way.
Do me, Hart, and Argo need to take a hit of exhaustion for not sleeping our full 8 hours?
Yes, go on.
I don't wait. What?
How do we
You
take
all
it?
take a point of exhaustion.
Just
You
one point
especially, actually, because you've not had sleep in a few days. So,
You would have to take what, 3
Exhaustion,
points?
exhaustion, exhaustion.
I mean, the thing, no, because here's the thing for a long rest.
Condition.
Technically,
Exhaustion level 1.
Argo, put yourself to exhaustion level 2.
How do we do that?
Yeah,
It's in
hard.
conditions. You just click on the conditions, and then you can. It's at the very bottom. There's a level of exhaustion.
Right. Okay. I'm level 2. Yes.
Yes, because you've not slept in days.
Okay.
Right. So you all kind of like pack up your camp. Today is the day you're gonna make it to Genova. Like, you know, you've done like your up to your 5th day of travel. Do any of you talk to each other on the road?
I
Or
don't
do you,
know, do we?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Do any of you want to talk to each other on the road, or are you just like all just focused on getting there?
I'm
Good
just
hero.
I'm
What
just
should we be
keeping.
looking out for?
I'm at the point where I'm just still lost in thought, but I'm keeping my eye on Sylvie and Lilu like a hawk.
Okay.
Lucian's lost in thought of everything that's happened.
Right, no, we don't. As we're coming up to the entrance of Genova, I inform everybody of my backstory. So that I am from Dineth and in guild in this area.
Come closer to your mic, you're cutting out.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, hit.
I don't understand it. Fuck it, I'm putting the sensitivity to fuck up. So I am essentially, before we get up to the entrance of Genova, I inform everybody of my backstory, my name, my house. I inform them that the Thieves Guild rules this place, essentially. Attacking weaker population, preying on the small, and that we must at all times watch each other's backs. Inform them that I was ambushed by a party of 5 and barely escaping with my life.
We'll keep an eye out. So does he also inform us about what... So did we all put 2 and 2 equals fish about what the strange man said?
Yeah,
We're
like
going to Genova. Shit hit the fan. Now we're going to
so
Genova.
like you're all aware, like the
Yeah.
Thieves Guild controls the place. Like you realize they mean like shit because of what the man said, and like you realize they're not exactly people. Like, if you mess with them, better either get out of there or finish the job.
Does he say about his... Do we all know about his house being attacked?
Do you tell them about that?
Yeah, essentially, it's during that conversation with the traveler, everybody could hear.
Yeah. So you all know about the fact of his house has been burnt down and Argo's mother's not been seen in 6 months.
I will kind of put my hand on his shoulder. More than likely she went into hiding, and that's why she hasn't been seen.
That's
I'm
what
pretty sure she is somewhere safe.
well, we gotta get to.
You're a little quiet, dude. Speak a little louder.
Oh my fucking god!
It's not about being close, it's also being quiet. My mic's the same because I can speak here, and I'm trying to
I
speak
know.
quietly. Like the noise
Is that-
gate and stuff.
I essentially respond by, thank you. I hope that is the case, but we have to make haste to the Adventurers Guild. That's the only safe place in Genova right now. From when I was last there.
Then we shall make haste and henceforth, because I would like to get Lilu and Sylvie somewhere safe as quick as possible. I don't know if she's...
Lucian knows now more than ever as well to keep his necklace safe, so he would like to go there as well.
Okay. So, with this information, you're all aware, like, the dangers that walk up. As you get closer to Genova, you see a nice grand door, finely kept. You see some carriages coming, starting to, like, come out and stuff. Like, it's that early in the morning where, like, the trades are starting to make their way. Walk further in, and it all looks nice. Doesn't look like these slums you've been told about. You see like bakeries and stuff, and you see like there's a couple like weaponsmiths to the side. But one thing to note, Bartholomew and Argo, you know like this is all just for show to capture like the new traveler. You know for a fact, like, there's better blacksmiths and better, like, people further in type thing. You're just gonna go, like, walk away. Okay?
I was mimicking the ting.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah,
I thought you were like, I need to say something. I was just like, okay. Yeah, so, like, you're aware, like, it's that eye candy, you know? Like, oh, let's go there straight away. And you know, like, it's not the best bang for your buck type deal. Like, you know, you can get better tradesmen, get better stuff.
If you want better armor and weapons, I would recommend a shop called Bloodbath and Beyond.
Jesus Christ.
It's where I get all my armor.
Yep.
That armory is still open.
So, one of the things you're also aware of, like, when it comes to blacksmiths and things like that, your armor and weapon, like, if they're making, they can just make basic, they can't enchant. And they can maybe improve. And by improve, what I will say is I'm going to call improving getting you a +1. This. Even though they're listed as magical items, I just see as like sharpening, putting better stuff onto it, maybe making the blade better style. So that's what, if you're going to get your weapons or armor improved, it'd be a +1 to it. It's not a magical enchantment, it's not how I'm going to see it, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's got no magical effect, it just does more. But you also would be aware, at the Adventurers Guild that was spoke about before, that's a place that has a nice little shop that will sell potions, as well as some magical items that come in, some come in and go out and stuff for trade. That you can maybe get your hands on there. You can maybe get your hands on some good stuff there.
I'm basically gonna look down at Sylvie. Sylvie, is there anything that you want?
I want to stuff Lilu.
You want to stuff Lilu?
It's just the most inquisitive way you could have said that.
Well, DM, is there a children's shop nearby?
There definitely would be. The children, there's be a children's shop nearby, type thing. Once again, you are going about follow me if you bring it up. Like, you would know there's better quality ones. In fact, you'd also know the Adventurer Guild even gives out some free stuffed stuff. Like free stuffed teddies and other things like that. In a support of what Argo has been doing this entire time. Sometimes people have came to his aid. Particularly in the one shot, we had a group of 4 that ran away from Argo, some guards and some civilian resistance, as well as some adventurers. And my players decided there was 50 of them in total there. So yeah, there was 50 people there, 4 people to fight against and run. So there is a presence in this town that don't like the Thieves Guild, but there's not much they can do.
So, do we make our way straight to the Adventurers Guild? The Adventurers...
If that's what you want to do.
Yep.
Mommy?
Yep.
Is there a shop, not obviously right there at the gate since we're heading towards the Adventurers Guild, but along the way that sells better quality stuff anyways, that has like gems and stuff like that for sale?
There is definitely closer to the Adventurers Guild because that's where Gem Store feels safer in this town. There's obviously a local Thieves Guild. The further, like, generally, the kind of, like, you notice the closer you get to the Academy and the Guild, the more type of valuable and better quality stuff starts turning up on the main streets. Like say, Bartholomew and Argo immediately know this is because the closer you are to the Guild, the safer you are. The further away you are, the less safe you are, the more likely the Thieves Guild would take an opportunity if they could.
Like what Sebastian was going to do originally, just stealing shit.
Pardon?
So, just going back to the one shot where Sebastian was thinking about stealing from the stores right there by the
Yeah,
gate.
exactly. Upon one of the things when you're walking, can everyone in the group roll me a perception check?
Do you want Lilo to roll a perception as well?
Sure.
Nine.
That's with perception, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus, that's a 19 for Lilo.
A 19 for Lilo?
Yeah.
I don't know how I got my number, like.
Oh, don't worry, I'll just take the 19.
Don't
worry, I'll take the 19 you roll.
1d4.
Huh?
It says 1d20 plus 1d4.
Yeah, I'll say I'll just take away the 4. I just take away the 4.
No, because it is perception. You
Wow.
Yeah, I had perception.
Wow. I got a nat 1.
That's
Wow.
Dude.
Actually need to roll mine again because we have disadvantage when we're exhausted.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Here you do, so... Argo,
Should I not
First one
already?
was 9.
Argo, can you roll yours again, please, as well? Since
Yeah,
you have disadvantage.
I got 8 again.
Hold on, I just want to check something, okay? I'm gonna hit it normally
Wait.
again. Right.
That's not for Lilu, because Lilu was sleeping. That I hit the
And you
wrong
want me
one.
to roll with disadvantage?
Yeah, so you've done your 2 rolls, it's fine.
That's still.
There must be something in your sheet that lets you add a d4. So what did Lilo get?
Yeah.
So that's still an 11 for me.
11 from you.
Lilu had a 19.
Okay, so
I'm guessing my first roll was valid?
your first roll was invalid because disadvantage means you have to take the lower roll.
Right, okay, well...
So a disadvantage is you roll twice and you got to take the lower of the 2. You've done your 2 rolls. I've got to take your lower one because disadvantage. If it was advantage,
okay.
I have to take your higher one.
Alright, okay.
So Lilu will notice. I'll just quickly looking. Bartholomew, you have disadvantage. Okay. So Lilu will pretty much be able to notice. Like looking around, sensing, and immediately, in your head, you just hear the words, Men Ali. On hearing this, like your neck immediately snaps while being on watch wary, and you just see a couple of men, they're like lurking around, looking at what's going on. New people have just entered town. They're looking. You can see they're looking up and down. As one of them kind of glimpses and see like you're looking at them, like scatter back into the darkness of the alley, like breaking off. You are pretty much aware from what you can tell and think what these men were, how they were acting. You think they might be from the Thieves Guild, and they might be aware of your presence in the town now. What that means, you don't know, because as like Argo's wearing a hood and everything. So as far as you're concerned, like they just know new people's in town.
So this is what Lilu was telling me then?
Like, Lilu told you about the alley because she spotted it, and you looked and could see how they were acting.
I'm going to basically kind of slow walk till I'm like in line with Lucian. And hopefully in close earshots of everybody else, because I know I was walking a bit ahead. I think we need to keep our eyes out. Lily spotted some men in the alley and they were acting a little under casual.
Upon hearing that, Bartholomew and Argo immediately. This is how the Thieves Guild acts.
Yeah, let's be on our. Let's just take things easy.
Continue on your way.
Understandable.
You get to the nicer part of town. Once again, like, you definitely notice, like I say, you notice, like, the closer you get to this academy, like, you're pretty much there now, like, you're at the academy, you're at the guild, stuff, and, like, you notice, the closer you get to it, the nicer the places look. Say, the more valuable things, like gem shops are here now, like, all, like, say, the blacksmith that was spoke about before, all the better quality stuff's around you now.
I wonder why.
You also notice there's guards walking around, stuff a lot more here, as well as you got this, like, some people that quite clearly look like adventurers that are, like, just walking around town. However, there's one thing you're gonna notice, Sid. They look like they're walking around on guard, but you recognize something. Yes. Walking around along with the guards, looking like they're on patrol. Metal men.
Metal men?
And this is why I wasn't allowed to become one.
At this point, Sylvie's going to squeak out in fear and run over to Small R away from her sister and kind of tug on his arm and be like, "They're here for me."
They're here for you, child. Why?
Cover her damn mouth.
Okay. I lift the child up and then we move away from earsight from these iron people.
Let's quickly find them in.
Okay.
So, I think you're trying to just bolt towards the Adventurers Guild to get out of the way?
Yeah, I basically seeing that he picked up Sylvie, it's just like
We
kind
gotta
of
go.
like go.
Okay, so, like, you kind of pick up the pace a little bit, like, walking past a couple of these people. Some of the guards are looking at you, like, they heard a scream, like, if they, like, you can hear, like, as you run, as you kind of, like, pick the pace, like, everything okay? Has the Thieves Guild done something? What's going on? And you kind of walk past, and, like, you see it, and, like, it's like, you like, within Bartholomew, like, we'll point out, there! You kind of all, like, go in, into this building, wide open, like, as, like, entranceway, like, almost like a dining room, essentially. Once again, adventurers all over the place, and things like that, all having a laugh, few drinks and stuff. And you just cross the way, almost like a small bar, kind of set up, but behind him, you see, like, a good few, like bits of items and stuff, display, like a quiver, a helmet, on, like, below them on a shelf, a couple of potions and stuff. Ah, newcomers, yes, come in.
Who the fuck are you?
Sylvie's shaking and sobbing in Small R's arms at this point.
Oh, everything okay, girl? Everything okay?
We are fine, thank you. And then I just look over and be like, "It's okay, child. We are safe."
Do I know her name?
Pardon?
She's just
Do I know
gonna
her
keep
name?
shaking her head.
Or his name?
His name? I mean, you'd recognize his name's Gordon. Like, you know Gordon runs the Adventurers Guild.
What's up, Gordon?
So Gordon.
Hello there, welcome.
And
Yeah.
I essentially removed my cloak and go, Gordon. It's been a while.
Ah, Argo, welcome back. What's you doing? Sorry about your mother. In your house. How you doing?
Yeah, it's been a while. We on our travels back, we ran into somebody. My house was burnt down.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was 6 months ago. We looked for your mother. We couldn't find her.
I need a bit more information.
What race is this guy?
I don't know, but whatever he's smoking, I want it in my pipe.
This guy's just a plain ass human.
I was honestly expecting like a halfling or a gnome, someone small who's talking quick. Nope.
Nope, this guy's just plain ass human. Like the thing, like it's got like patches of hair, like and it's all like scruffled and stuff. It's like not like just laying there. It's like just puffs bits of fur and stuff. Like
Scruff hair, patches. This guy is on Fluffy's fucking cocaine.
Adam reminds me of the dog.
Like and like the thing is, one of the things you also notice, like when he's talking to you, his hands are constantly like this. Like yes.
Holy shit.
I'm just gonna kind of squeeze past. I just need a room.
Suddenly, that'd be 5 gold.
I'm just gonna flick him 5 gold.
He catches it. I can make it cheaper if you have an adventurous license.
Do we have adventurers licenses?
Nope. They should have been. You should have got one as a thing. Is what you know as an adventurer's license is merely given upon becoming an adventurer at the academy.
Oh, our academy was destroyed before then.
Unfortunately, I don't have a license, but smaller. Where's the room?
Room?
Fucking no, I'm not from here.
I kind of turn back and I kind of turn back and look at the peppy one. Where are the rooms at?
Up there, on your left. Take a right and up the stairs. There's also a lovely bath if you want one out back.
Smaller, follow me then.
I will bring Sylvia for you, no problem.
I think I'll stay down here with
Come on.
Bartholomew for a bit.
I just sit and go, and I'll just be like, I wonder where he keeps that secret pouch.
Yep.
I really want to see what it tastes like.
So essentially, I go back to the. You follow up. I need information. Who burnt down the house?
Well, we don't know for sure, but yeah. They say that her ladyship herself did it in person. You stirred up quite a ruckus with them. They won't be happy to see you, you know.
Rare.
The word on town is, as those that chased you went back and reported you dead. Like I say, the entire time, like I say, he's constantly doing this.
Can I make an insight check on this guy?
Sure.
He's doped up on all
Remember
the drugs.
exhaustion.
Yeah, I know. I've applied disadvantage. Oh no.
What's your second roll?
7.
7. Yeah,
It's a nat 1.
but not one. Yeah, this.
Just notice how peppy he is.
I was gonna say he's just very hyper. It's okay. Oh, he's a very hyper dude.
Bartholomew, would you mind showing me to one of the blacksmiths? I need my sword sharpened.
Certainly. Blacksmith Crossroad. Yes.
Tell me, where is the Adventurer Guild Master?
I am the master.
What?
Oh, you won't know, yes. Well, see, the last master may went to try and revenge your family, and, well, we found him in the middle of the streets at the gate.
Sorry, you spoke that fast. Who masturbated the family? I'm sorry, did nobody else hear that?
No, I did. I chose to ignore it.
I chose to and of course you had to be the one to say something.
Of course, I have to say something about it. I ain't gonna call it out.
If I did say the word masturbate, I didn't mean to.
I fucking knew it.
So here's the current adventure master.
Hello!
You.
Me, yes!
Oh shit.
All of the people to be the master.
I've been here 50 years!
Oh fuck.
My point in case. Like, no disrespect. But you hadn't fought in so long. How are you training these people?
I still know a spell or two, and I don't need to train. That's what the academy's for, yes? I sit here and give economy. I sell. I give place to stay. I make sure adventurers get good quests. Yes, make money. I don't train. That's their job.
I'm so worried about this person right now.
How did this person pass the academy?
Okay, so I have one thought in my head as to the way that this guy is speaking, and I can't say it while you guys are streaming. So that would be an after stream thing.
By the way, I would like to point out this shopkeeper and the way I am portraying him, I have had him planned since session 2. I have been waiting for you to get to Genova and meet this dude.
Just off script here, off like D&D for a second. With that voice, can you please say I got free Wi-Fi in my van?
I got free Wi-Fi in my what?
My van.
I got free Wi-Fi in my van. Yes.
Yep. There we go.
Somebody clip that shit.
Oh,
You want the free Wi-Fi?
Can you, in that voice, can you say thank you for calling tech support?
Hello. Yes. I'm tech support. How can I help? Yes.
fuck.
Bartholomew, can we go to that place?
Yeah, let's go before this man gets kicked out.
Can we clip that, please, in somebody's stream?
Please.
Where the hell?
Please.
And Rachel
What do you want? Weapons? Armor?
I need my sword sharpened. I think it's
Not
got
above and beyond.
Well, we head off to the shop that Bartholomew recommended.
What
Okay, super sure.
Can I
Good
get a
luck,
check for
yes!
emotional damage?
Emotional damage.
Can I please roll a d20 for emotional damage?
Hey,
I am
listen,
loving this.
Before you head off completely,
13.
will you get my sword sharpened as well, and I'll pay you back for it.
Your short.
Sure thing.
Sword get sharp, yes.
I'm just gonna basically hand him my sword in sheath and all. Please take care of it. It's the only thing I have left of my mother.
Sylvie is just clinging to Smaller at this point.
Usually it's a man that wants a woman to take care of his sword.
Giggity. Please tell me.
I've been doing this the entire time, by the way, in character.
Okay, so I rolled a 13 for emotional damage.
Okay.
So, yeah, the guy's definitely emotional damaged.
Getting there. About the halfway point, yeah.
And when he hits that full mark, then he transforms and just goes on a rampage in Genova.
Yep.
Just
Go full
transforms in the
fluffy
middle
mode.
of the street.
Yep.
I can't.
I might actually make that as a thing for my character.
Yes,
Is if we hit a roll and not 20 for emotional damage, Fluffy comes out and just goes on a rampage.
Taking all of the cocaine.
Oh, Lord.
I'm still sitting down at the bar trying to get more information about this guild
Yes, by
master.
Melody.
And I essentially ask him,
One more. There's one more.
fuck you.
Go. Yeah. Pizza all right. Yes,
I love
continue.
the context there. He just said "fuck you" and he said "sure."
Fuck you, sure.
I essentially ask, is there any more information you could provide me? Or do you know anybody that would have any more information?
Great answer. Fuck you, sure.
The only person that would know is the only one following up the investigation. That would be head investigator of the Inquisitors.
Where?
Well, I don't know where. He used to reside in the Adventure Academy. Isaac.
Totally not going to metagame here, but if only we had a person that used to be an Inquisitor.
Yeah, literally just fucking left.
Isaac as a lead Inquisitor, yes. He's the one leading investigation about this. He's had enough of her, and he's following the trail. We haven't seen him in 6 months, funnily. Roughly about the same time your mother went missing. Also, as well as same time that her ladyship went missing. She's not been sighted since then. A guild very strong though. They still go. Second in command, very strong.
Cut off one head to grow back.
Alright, Hydra, calm down.
Just waiting for this character to go, yep, yep, yep.
Okay.
Sword sharp,
my
yep,
mic
yep.
with my water bottle and it turned back on.
Go on, what?
Look,
I hit my mic with my water bottle trying to put the water back down on the desk and the mic turned back on. I had it
Right.
muted because there's cars going and the windows open.
Well, tell Mike I said hi.
Right, so
Mike,
Essentially,
you are
receiving
this
all
high.
information, I throw 5 gold over for a room and ask for a pint of ale.
Certainly, yes. And you kind of watch him, like, immediately, like, his hands kind of going everywhere, like, that in, pull this in, yes!
I said, oh, a pint, not transfer pipe.
Can I interest you in anything else? Maybe some potions? Some magical items, yes? And he kind of goes, and he goes like, and displays all the things on it, like, behind him.
I'll be taking a look at those later, as I'm completely up the stairs
So
by
he's
now.
got all these nice, lovely glass potions all lined up right behind him.
Yes.
I would
And,
love to thunderclap this fucking room.
Oh, I have a thunderclap.
I mean, the thing is, you look at the potions, you clearly can tell they're healing potions.
At least he's not doing damage from smashing into them.
Go up to a room and just sit and mull everything over.
Meanwhile, Small R, Seth, and Sylvie are all going up to another room to talk about the metal men that are after Sylvie.
And Lumi's going to look at the DM I sent him.
Oh god, I've been sent a DM.
Well, me and Lucian are going to a shop.
Anyway.
yeah, we'll go to the shop that you recommended.
Roll me perception.
Who?
Oh god, it has to do with disadvantage.
Don't swear.
That with disadvantage it is. You spy what you believe to be a beautiful woman.
Oh
You see the back, and she's got luscious blonde hair going down to her shoulder blades. And you sit there and think, I can. You walk over, tap on the soldier as on her shoulder, and just like sitting there like, oh, is yourself ready? Turns around, beard, mustache, all right.
And with that, I just kind of go, wrong person. Oh dear. Yeah, I just go get a
Wow.
tiger today.
Just happening as I take my pint and start walking.
I'm waiting for him to get.
Where are you
drunk.
walking?
Like to my room to mull things over.
Before you go, yes. 7 gold, room and pint. You know the deal.
Yeah, fine. I have paid.
Okay. One.
I'm just
How's it
waiting for Hart to try and seduce a Minotaur and wake up the next morning with a broken pelvis.
Yeah, in terms of potions, by the way, you spy like the 7 potions that you clearly can tell are health potions, but there's like 1 potion amongst them that doesn't look like a health potion at all.
Well, I can't see anything apparently, according to my perception.
Okay, we've got you. Well, he's went somewhere, so while he's away, we'll quickly nip to use 2 at the shop.
Wait.
Hey.
Describe the shop to us, DM.
The shop.
Set the scene.
Set the scene. So like you literally walk out the Adventurers Guild, and right across the way, see a shop brick. It's like all completely bricking, like typical like brick you would see like in like, typical like red bricked, and stands out from everywhere else, like not trying to be painted over. A over archway type thing, so like an open area out front. Sign hanging down, swords crossed over, says Bloodbath and Beyond. See a guy out front sitting there sharpening a sword as a wheel. He's got like an anvil out there, and he's got an anvil there and stuff. But you can tell like there's nowhere in the shop to actually make a sword. It's just like it's the purpose of improving.
I know this guy's name.
I
know a shop.
I was about to say no shop. Let me pull up a random name from my thing.
Heinrich von Stoppelheim.
We will go ahead and call this one Edward.
Edward.
I follow you.
We have. Let's see. You wanted your sword sharpened. Wanted to give you her sword to be sharpened. I would like the armor you made for me to be improved, if you could.
You do realize this is going to take a few days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look at this.
And I start taking off my coat, unbuttoning my shirt, and taking out this leather armor that is perfectly contoured to my body.
And he sits there, starts looking them over, examining. And the swords you're looking at about $250 a piece. As for that armor, let me go ahead and see its fucking rarity because
It's ultra rare.
yeah.
Prismatic rare.
It's a secret rainbow rare.
Woo!
That's gonna be useful for a rogue.
Did you say
in the dark armor.
Did you say 250 gold per sword?
Yes.
I don't know.
This should start freaking.
What type of armor have you got?
Leather.
Leather?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's classed as. As for the armor,
Just tell them that you'll send someone to pay the bill later.
as for the armor to improve this, it's going to take probably most of my time.
And then send
About
someone-
1,000 gold.
Never mind. I do not have the funds for that.
Sorry.
You say you'll send somebody else to pay the bill, and then send Sylvie. She'll walk out with more money.
I don't think he's gonna trust that.
Do you have any decent arrows?
Arrows?
Yes.
Keep a few in stock. Your best bets actually is picking up a few inside the Adventurers Guild.
Fair enough.
Has gone teams to get a stockpile in from the Fletchers.
So in the notes.
So
Edward, my good sir. Edward, my good sir. I'd love to get the sword sharpened. The thing is, I can't exactly pay you 250 a piece. But
Tell him you'll
do you
suck his
have
dick for it.
do you have anything that needs doing? I will gladly help you with anything you might need done
Just
How much
look
is this
at
guy gonna
around
get?
town.
just looks at you. Tell you what, son. you can prove to me you're as mighty, I'll do the swords at a measly 50 gold apiece. But to prove to me, you've got to do two things. One, take care of our little thieves guild problem. If you want to get a couple of done ahead of
Small things.
yeah, there's not much in this town. I'll even do one sword for free if you prove to me you're a decent fighter in the coming expedition match.
So, this exhibition match, I would definitely be up for. When is it?
I don't know the exact date. Your best bet's going over to the Adventurers Academy. It's where they're holding it.
Do I know anything about this expedition match?
I mean, you all, like, both of you should. Ranny did mention something about an expedition.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Alright, she did
Yeah,
mention
she
that.
did. Refresh on one of these.
About
Great boys.
academies fighting each other?
Right. I guess we register at the Adventurers Guild then.
If I do well next, and did you say exhibition or expedition? Because I thought I heard expedition, but then Lucian said exhibition.
Someone's an expeditionist.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But the thing is,
Come from a farm.
I don't remember it being called in, calling that. I remember writing it down as a challenge/tournament.
Yeah, it's pretty much what
I
it is.
believe an inter-school tournament.
Yeah, as they're going to be holding a match before said tournament.
Gotcha. Then I'm caught up on what the fuck's going on. Gotcha.
If I do,
You had to keep notes in that.
I've already forgotten this man's name.
It's John? No, Edward.
Edward.
Edward Smithy Hand.
If I do well in this tournament, can I get some money off my armor?
I'll do it for 500.
Come on, you can do better than that for an Inquisitor, right?
I can't do better than that, even for you.
Say that
I'm losing our money on this. That thing's going to take me as maybe half a flipping month to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Say that you'll suck his dick to see what happens there.
I muted my mic at the right time because the train started honking.
Yeah, Bartholomew does not suck dick. I'm sorry.
If I do well in the tournament, you'll do one for free.
I'll do one of your swords for free if you do well in the tournament to prove it. I'll do the rest of the sword. I'll do the other two for 50 gold apiece, and any others you bring me if you can get rid of our thieves guild problem.
Didn't I only bring 2 swords?
You brought 2. Yes, I'm saying
Yeah.
I'll do one for free. I'll do the other 2 for 50 gold apiece. I'll do one for. I'll do one for. Huh?
You said you'll do
Oh, right,
one
yeah,
for free
yeah,
and
yeah.
the other 2 for 50 a piece.
But the other one would be for 50.
Yeah, the other one will be 50.
Gotcha. It's because you were saying 2 others.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know why I thought you were carrying 3 swords for some reason.
And
They should just carry 3 swords.
I carry hand axes, but not 2 swords. Only 1 long sword.
That's hilarious.
You know what the best part is?
I mean, I could make it 3 swords.
No, the best part is the person that asks you to get their sword sharpened. I know how much gold's sitting in their pocket.
And it's probably enough.
Hence why I said send Sylvie to pay the bill and she'd come back home with more money than she left.
She would. She would literally probably come back with more money.
I'd come back with a whole slew of shit and like
Just like swords,
6,000 gold.
shields.
Swords, shields, armor, 6,000
Edward.
gold. Yeah, Edward, he'd be joining our adventure.
She managed to buy Edward.
Edward, would you mind me sending someone else from our party to speak with you about pricing? and then I could leave the sword in your care.
I'm not doing them without pay.
Suck your dick.
Yeah, I believe
It's a
the woman he's talking about
Maxine.
is the richest in our party, so.
Rich or not, pay me first, then they get done.
I really just realized I shouted, "I'll suck your dick" with my window wide open.
Was there anyone walking by? Is the question.
Have you had any knocks on the door yet?
I did hear somebody walk past and go.
Alright, so I just come back to you after I've done this tournament thingy and dealt with the Thieves Guild, correct?
Come back after the tournament, I'll do one sword. Come back after come back after dealing with the Thieves Guild, as now kicked out of this town. I'll do as many as you like for 50 apiece. I'm still gonna make some money.
Alright, I'll see you around, Edward.
Catch you later. And he just goes back to sharpening his current sword, as has always been working.
Ask them how much it is to sharpen a fucking axe. You have a dwarf in your party, for God's sake.
Yeah, but you didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
I was saying you didn't ask for it, but now let's clip to where the dwarf, our elf, our snake, and our dragon are.
Snake.
Everyone said, "Roll over, roll over."
10 years Sudoku.
Hey, where the fuck did we leave? I had to go pee.
We were going
You're in the thing.
upstairs to a
In fact,
room,
I
and
will-
We haven't had a chance to talk yet.
I will mention one other real thing, real quick, just before we snip over to you. As Bartholomew and Lucian turn around to going back towards the guild, can you both roll me a perception check real quick?
Sure. That's a 4. I'm not very perceptive today. Holy shit.
I know, look at your chest.
In fact, real quick, I'll ask you this, Adam, because you can answer me. Even though you've got exhaustion for disadvantage, do I still use your passive perception for stuff, or do I have to make you a perception check?
Hold on. Let's see, exhaustion, exceed,
I mean, my passive perception is 12, if that helps at all.
It only says here that the thing that is applied for first level is disadvantage on ability checks.
Right, okay,
yeah,
so...
it has no effect against
Right,
passive perception.
in that case, okay, no problem. In that case, Bartholomew didn't need to roll.
Okay.
Good thing I asked. So, Bartholomew, you notice, when turning around real quick, in the distance, amongst the crowds, walking towards the Adventurers Academy, you see a man, looks like in a very nice robe, looks maybe like that of a lord. In the back of his head, you can see it's all grey. And next to him, you see a hooded figure that looks very familiar.
Anybody here snort?
And next to him, about half his size, is someone else in a hood. Walking along with them towards the Adventurers Guild. Adventurers Academy, even.
This hooded figure, you said he looks familiar.
He looks like that of the hooded man.
Everybody in the one shot is screaming.
The joys of not having that inside knowledge.
Yeah, isn't it?
So I don't know the well-dressed man with grey hair.
You'll never met him, no. Do you point him out at all? Or anything?
I'm gonna quickly just nudge Lucian, be like, good man, 12 o'clock.
So, upon looking over there, you immediately notice the hooded man. Like, you notice him, like, oh, it's him. And at the same point, you notice the figure next to him, hood up, half his size, maybe that of like a little girl. And then I can see her do. Yeah.
No,
and
I'm just describing to them, like, doing the motion of what the hood would look like. It's
yeah, like the hoods look like it divots in the middle. Like there's something on the sides and it just divots in the middle. But then you also notice this grey-haired man with these robes. On the back of the robes, you see a symbol. And looking at these robes and the symbol and the grey hair, you're not 100% sure. About 90% sure, though. This guy, like, you know because you're from his fucking region. This guy looks like, possibly from what you've been told and described, you never met the dude, but you know what you've been generally told what he looks like. This guy maybe looks like Lord Alistair.
Holy. Okay.
Now here's the question: does Lucian go, "Hey, Lord Alistair, hi"?
Hey, Alistair, hooded man, weird little person.
Hey, hooded man, a little girl I've seen before.
Now, is this Alistair, the Invoker?
No.
Please search invocation from deck.
I'm sorry, but we're in a place where Argo's originally from, and there's a guy called fucking Alistair. Of course, I'm going to ask, is it an invocator?
Bartholomew, we're heading over there.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Are you walking towards him?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So like I say, there's like you got to pick up the pace. They're like walking towards the Adventurers Academy.
Does this little girl look familiar? Because you said that I would have walked past her when I walked out.
Yes, but her hood would have been down just as much as like the hooded man's was. So you wouldn't even know face triggers. Like the cloak and that you'd maybe recognize when you left like a year ago. But beyond that, like you don't. You know what I mean? Like it's been a year since you've seen these two hoods together, essentially.
And now the lucky cloak is on. Don't joke.
So, are you picking up the pace to catch up to them?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna pick up, like, say it again towards the thing. When you catch up, what do you do? When you catch up to them, what are you gonna do?
I mean, you know more people here than I do, so I'm letting you take the lead here.
Literally.
Does he know
Childlike
the
person in a
Shawadi
cloak.
Wadi?
Fucking hell.
Bartholomew, goddammit!
Lord Alistair, I am Lucian's. Sorry, that
Lord
was just a.
Alistair, it is a blessing to meet your acquaintance. I am Lucian Stormcrow. It is an honor, Your Majesty.
As soon as you.
I run after you to grovel at your feet to tell you it's an honor.
What?
It's just like, Lord Alistair, it looks like a bird shit on your cloak. Just to let you know.
What are you gonna do?
You want to play rock, paper, scissors?
Challenge him to
You're
give
not
him a
even
chess.
there.
Please.
I know.
I'll challenge him to a game of chess.
Bartholomew, you're the one who knows how to talk to people. I'm not good at talking.
Actually, do I know how to talk to you? What's my persuasion? Oh, I do. Okay.
I know how to talk to people.
This is when we know our campaign went down
I
the
also have
shit.
disadvantage because I'm exhausted. I just want to point that out.
Fucking hell.
Let's see. Let's think. I would like to call out to the hooded man and say thank you for telling me where to go.
You shout out. Thank you. The two men immediately stop, turn. The little girl walks a little bit, realizes they've stopped, turns around. And you can see the presence of the hooded man. And now that Alice has turned around, like, you can clearly, like, see it is Lord Alistair. Grey beard. Like, beard goes all the way around and everything. Very old, very wise looking person.
I know who this guy is.
I mean, upon looking at him now, you'd probably know, like, in the Inquisitor, you'd been told about all the lords and stuff.
Okay.
Well, I know of him because he's from my fucking region.
I'll do a slight bow to him and say, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, sir.
Okay, can I ask one thing out of character from all this? Are we not traveling with Lord Alistair's daughter as well?
No, I'm not Lord Alistair's
No,
daughter.
it's someone else.
No,
No.
Lord
Completely in the wrong place.
I lived in the region that he rules over.
That's okay. Whew. I was about to say that would have been really interesting.
Lord Alistair had to be the one to sign off on her getting
that was it.
her
Yeah.
That was it.
dragon.
Okay.
What I love is-
So
What I love is
Bartholomew's
how she
bowing. What are you doing, Lucian?
Also bowing, saying, "My lord."
As you bow, the necklace pulsates slightly, quietly, and it's like for a moment, like time stops, and like it's almost like a spiritual experience. Like I look around, like time's like this is all happening briefly in your head. It's just suddenly like everywhere the people have disappeared, the concrete, the sky, it's all just turned black, kind of thing. There's only you and Alistair in this presence. And you feel the necklace at the same point coming off Alistair. And then at which point
Vibrator buddies.
an aura starts appearing around Alistair. And the necklace seems to be showing you it. It's the head from before. Soon we will talk. Not yet. Not here. And then all of a sudden, you're back to the Selena bowed state, lifting your head.
Oh, you can definitely tell he gives a lot of head with a voice like that.
And the other thing to do, Argo, I'm going to need you on mute for a second because I'm going to need, for the last bit of this, I'm going to need Fluffy Paws. The hooded man pushes the little figure towards. We were just looking for you. This is the last member of your team. You can trust them. The little girl lowers down her cloak. Hey, Fluffy Paws, can you tell the party? Can you describe the party what they say?
Just waiting for a loud echo in the background going. Deep.
That's what I do.
He throws all of us for these loops all the damn time.
Fuck you, baby.
You just have to describe the head. Is all you need. You're cloaked everywhere else for now.
I know.
Describe
I
how
know.
good your head is.
Shut up.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus.
Ugh. Fuck. I don't want
So the description of your head is "fuck you, Lemmy. I don't wanna."
Alright, alright. She pulls down the hood. You see she has quite short hair, short silver hair, and bright red eyes. But you'll also notice she has quite large blue curved horns.
Thank God you fucking said horns.
The other thing you will notice about her is she's sitting there quite happily munching on a gem. Munching on some crystals. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Dun,
So
Perfect place for, as if it wasn't obvious, Fluffy Paws is joining us next session in 2 weeks' time. She joins the campaign then. And it's just happily, perfectly within the 4-hour mark.